not more. Moore's already done. Fern Creek, Butler, and maybe Iroquois next
I saw it, though. Yeah, there's a.
The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday starts now.
Good evening from Ed Young Stadium, Pleasure Ridge Park High School in Louisville, Kentucky. Joe Cox and Jamie Brown bringing you a rivalry of these two west to southwest Louisville enemies, PRP Panthers, the Butler Bears facing off again. And Jamie, these two schools are no strangers to each other.
No, long-time rivalry, and I was blessed enough to coach in this game 5 times, and I've been in some great rivalries, St. X Trinity, Ballard Eastern, and some college rivalries, and this one is at the top of all of them.
Yeah, that's what you like to hear. We'll pick your brain on that. Plenty of stuff to get to. Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Blinds Direct, offering custom blinds, window shades, wallpaper, and more. With over 30 years of serving Louisville, make Blinds Direct your choice for home decor. Right now, it is a gorgeous night, about 76 degrees, wind out of the north-northeast about 7 miles an hour, so shouldn't really impact things. And it's going to be a clear, beautiful night, going to settle in even a little lower in the 70s. A gorgeous night for football, Jamie.
It's one of those nights coaches like they can wear long sleeves on the sideline for the first time. It's just something about every coach likes that, shorts and long sleeves, but that's the weather you want.
Yeah, I think that's it exactly. Well, we are going to step aside for a quick word from our sponsors. Be back with some thoughts from Butler Bear head coach Jake Reynolds on the other side of this break. PRP and Butler. Some Louisville High School football action here on Glycod coming at you.
Not just blinds. Blinds Direct. Not just blinds.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com. Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit OperationParent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Polo Real Estate Group, your one-stop real estate source. Founded by 1993 male graduate Dion Reese. Contact him at 502-387-6330 or visit online at polorealestategroup.com.
Joe Cox here with Coach Jake Reynolds, Butler, ahead of tonight's matchup with PRP. Coach, year 2 of your shot to overhaul things here. How's it going with imprinting, your design on the culture?
Just trying to change the culture one day at a time, trying to get the winning aspect instilled in these guys. It's been a few years where they haven't won too many games. So getting that mental aspect back in play has been a huge challenge so far. We're continuing to get better at it each day.
Got Cornish at quarterback. Did your opener, Pregame. I know, he's a guy who you're working along, but I imagine showing some progress there. How's he looking right now?
He's a very raw talent. Got a lot of upside to him. He hasn't played football in about 2 years, so he's a hell of an athlete. Has a lot of big skill sets. We're just trying to get him settled down early, let him settle in, get things rolling on us offensively.
Yeah, Trotter, another guy who stood out in week 1. I mean, he's a guy who's got some game-breaking speed. You got some things cooked up to get him involved a little bit more?
Trotter's one of our main leaders. He's a do-it-all type kid. He's a strong safety on defense, punter, kicker, plays a little receiver on offense as well, so we're going to try to get him in the fold here moving forward on all phases.
Defensively, I know it's been a tough couple of first weeks here, but, you get things under control a little bit more. What are you telling your guys defensively tonight?
I try to tell these guys both offensively and defensively. You play the top-ranked male team in 6A. You play the top-ranked 3A school in Central, who's going to be pretty darn good. Getting you ready for October is what we always preach around here. Can we get better each week and move towards October at the end of the season?
Yeah, in the male game, I know you guys put some good things together. It was just a matter of sustaining. I imagine that's got to be a focus to get in good downs and distances and just kind of keep things rolling, right?
Oh, yeah. Quit shooting ourselves in the foot. It's one of the big topics we've been talking about over the past 3 weeks. We have 2 steps forward, then we'll take 3 or 4 steps backwards. It's just a mature process of a young team who really hasn't had that many varsity snaps. So it's just a learning process, and like I said, we're just trying to get better to be ready to roll in October.
Yeah, I'd imagine you kind of gave it away a little bit talking about execution, but what has been the focus for this game? What have you been telling you guys all week?
Big Scott Carney, big guy, big-time guy, got to roll on the ground and pound, got to get the ground game going, get that established first off before you open up anything else. So see what they can do on the ground, see if we get that rocking and rolling tonight.
Tell me a little bit about PRP. I know Tucker Roth is a guy who they've got who's you got to account for him defensively.
They got some several ball players over PRP. Tucker's a hell of a kid. He's a 6'4", 220 prototype Mike linebacker. Perfect kid. I was over here coaching for 2 years, able to interact with some of these guys. They got quite a few good character young men over here at PRP. And Tucker's one top-notch kid.
And it's a rivalry game. Do you tone your guys up? Do you just amp your guys down a little bit? What do you do?
I'm trying to establish a Charlotte miracle again around here and make sure I take anything and wins a win. So, yeah, we're going to amp this one up quite a bit. Let's get a win tonight. That's the process we're going through.
That's Jake Reynolds from Butler. Stay tuned here on Glycod.
Buying or selling a new home, and you want to do it with few hassles? Count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Butler and PRP now less than 20 minutes away. Beautiful Friday night for football here in Jefferson County. Before we go any further, it's time to talk about tonight's keys to the game. They're presented by Dr. Tyler Blunt of Blunt Dental Group, providing high quality and comprehensive dentistry with straightforward smiles. Coach, we talked about the Bears, about Butler. What are they going to work on? What are they going to do? Of course, being 0-3 makes it even more important to get that good start.
Well, one of my favorite sayings is Bill Parcells. He always says, you are what you are. And both teams are 0-3. They know that. So starting well is good. For both of them is important. But, Coach Reynolds, when I spoke to him yesterday, really was emphasizing start well and keep playing well. Talking with Coach Reynolds, it's clear in his program he knows you're going to take some knocks. They've already taken some. You play Male, you play Central. You're going to take some knocks. The key is how do you respond to that? How do you counterpunch? How do you jump off the mat when you get knocked down? And I think, that's going to be something that's important to see tonight. There'll be some moments of adversity. How can Butler respond? Well, and he said, not, quote, shoot ourselves in the foot. So turnovers, penalties, things like that. And then when something doesn't go well, how do you respond in the game? And he also said, it's really important coaching when you're not winning and day by day, play by play, snap by snap. That's what he's going to preach those kids, and I'm sure the PRP coaches will preach that also. That's true. And then a third key for Butler, establish the run. He was very clear about that. They've got to get the ground game going to at least complement the pass, if not just take the load over from the pass. I think that'll be a big thing. Well, he mentioned a coach named Scott Carbony who was at Butler for 5 years and was very successful. Got to be part of that staff, and we were definitely a running team. We're not. He's not going to run the ball as much as we did then, but if you run the ball, you control the clock, and you can keep the other offense on the sideline. And I know they're worried about some playmakers over there. That's what you want to do. Now the Panthers and PRP, some of the same things that we just said. Butler's 0-3, PRP's 0-3. So in the same way, boy, they'd love to get some points on the board, get some early momentum, and not dig themselves a hole. Well, in addition, they're under a brand-new coach, a brand-new staff. So you've got the double whammy. You've got a brand-new coach and a brand-new staff. So playing well early is really important for them. I would look for them to do something early to even try to make something happen, either a trick play or some type of big play hit to try to get them on top and get some confidence early. Well, and maybe even a little stranger than usual. We have had it confirmed here in the pregame. Coach Dunn in last week's game was ejected, and he has been suspended this week. I asked who the acting head coach was and was met with kind of a shrug and a chuckle. It depends on who you ask, I guess. So, that'll be something interesting to watch. But, you talk about adversity. There's some. Your head man is not down there on the sidelines tonight, and it'll be interesting to see how they deal with just the adversity of normal gameplay without their coach. Well, and it's a double whammy. He's brand new, never coached before. Now he's a head coach. A lot of his staff have never coached before. So who is the leader? Who is the person? I'm sure somebody stepped up this week. You hire good people, you let them step up, and somebody stepped up and done that role. But that adds to it. Again, why I expect maybe early you may see something quote tricky or funny, trying to make a play, get on top. Yeah, and that was the last key, big plays. I think that's going to be the plan here for PRP. They're going to look to hit the home run. Butler's going to try to put together, to use baseball parlance, I said the home run for PRP. Butler's going to be more about stringing together some singles and some walks and, manufacturing. PRP is going to go out and try to hit the big shot. Yeah, I think if Coach Reynolds has a way, they would bunt 9 times in a row. They just want to control the ball, let PRP make mistakes, and take advantage of them. But I do think that you see Coach Reynolds, he's really high on his quarterback, even though he's basically a first-year player. They're going to do some things to get him involved, and I expect him to be a ball carrier as much as a passer. Yeah,
Cornish, the quarterback, definitely the guy we'll have our eyes on. This broadcast is authorized by Pleasure Ridge Park High School with production rights owned by Glycod Media. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student-athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for listening. We're going to step aside for a word from our sponsors. PRP and Butler now only about 15 minutes away here on Glycod.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tinsley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tinsley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
You know,
that's all right.
Welcome back to PRP. Butler and the PRP Panthers getting ever closer to kickoff. You know, we kind of talked about it obliquely, but I think the big story here, Jamie, has got to be having two programs that are really just in the infancy of building something new. It's the second year for Coach Reynolds at Butler. It's the first year for Coach Dunn at PRP. You know, you acknowledged it yourself. You've been around a lot of staffs and a lot of different postures of building, maintaining, keeping. You know, how hard is it to build up a program into what you want it to be?
Well, it's very difficult, and you have to look at it from the standpoint of Butler. Very successful program for a long time, fell in some hard times for a couple years. Coach Reynolds was part of those successful times. He's in the building. He comes to the PRP, the rival, coaches for 2 years.
Yeah.
Goes back over to Butler. In your first year, really, you're just learning and putting together what you can. It's trial by fire. Your second year is really your first year in a way. And I know Kenny Payne got some rough comments for that when he said it, but I understood what he said from coaching-wise.
Sometimes your third year might feel like your first year.
Exactly. And in high school football, particularly in Jefferson County, they've changed the way they assign students. They had the busing issues. You didn't know who your team was going to be. I mean, Coach Reynolds said he lost 3 or 4 players during July practice.
Yeah.
So then you come over to PRP, you've got a brand new staff, you've got a guy that's never coached before, played in the NFL, college, we know that, but Plain's not coaching. And then his staff is a lot of new guys too, so he's really learning every day. He's never been a coach, period. At least Coach Reynolds has been an assistant for a long time. But when you step in that head coach role, it's a whole new world. And so the head coach is learning every day, the players are learning every day. And then you add in all the other things with Jefferson County student assignment and things of that nature. It's a very tough job for both these guys.
Well, let me ask you, ever had a situation like this in terms of the head coach, whether it was a medical thing or a suspension thing like tonight, being unavailable and how does that get divvied up? Is there no one answer to that?
In my 28 years as an assistant coach, 26 as an assistant coach, and then as a head coach, no, I've never been through it personally.
Wow. Yeah.
I've had some friends that have been on staff that have been fired and somebody took over in college and a couple in the NFL. But as a high school coach, never experienced it. So I can't imagine what the PRP kids and staff are going through. And again, as I said, it's compounded because they're all brand new coaches, brand new to the school. You don't even, like say Coach Reynolds was still on the staff in his third year. He could take over for a week. He knows what to do.
Right.
These guys are all new to PRP, all new to what they're doing. They played a JV game at Oldham County where I work and as an assistant principal at one of the schools, and their whole JV team, the coach is like, I just found out I was a JV coach yesterday. and that's just, I'm not criticizing. That's just how it works
just
sometimes.
The way it is, Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. Well, the one thing about it, he sets him up pretty well. They have some success tonight. It's kind of like Hoosiers. Maybe Coach Dale will get thrown out and let Shooter take over was the wise thing to do. So if they reel off a big winning streak, we'll know maybe he had a trick card up his sleeve on this one.
Well, the best line in that movie is when he looks at him and says, I haven't blown a whistle for 10 years. So that's kind of the attitude you take when it's a new situation. Let's go learn.
Well, I go to Ted Lasso in The Great Roy Kent, who refuses to wear the whistle and just runs around yelling, whistle, whistle. So I'd like to think I'd do that.
I might be the only human who's not seen an episode of that yet.
Oh, wow.
I'll have to see it.
I hope I didn't spoil the whole show right there.
No.
Well, we are going to step aside, take a break, and we'll be back with you to get you ready for kickoff. PRP and Butler growing ever closer. We're only about 8 minutes away. Stay tuned. Coming up here on Glycod.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
I'll say we hear a lot of renditions of the national anthem in places we go. Graham Maroney there just absolutely, again, I'm going back to baseball. He hit it out of the ballpark. That was something.
That was very unique.
A little bit of a Hendrix influence there, but doing his own thing on the electric guitar, and a beautiful job it was.
You keep these references up, Joe, everybody's going to think we're old.
True. Dangerous thing to do. Well, if we had starting lineups, we would share them, but as we don't, we still thank our good sponsors at Interstate Batteries. Get started with Interstate Batteries. They're outrageously dependable, unlike us. But what we do know, Dean Heidemann is going to be the quarterback for PRP. He's got a lot of playmakers. We talked about some of them. Chris Finch is a guy. Tucker Roth is a good tight end and also an outstanding linebacker on the other side. But they got some guys who can make plays.
Yeah, Coach Reynolds yesterday mentioned the quarterbacks for both teams. He's really high on PRPs and on his own, of course. And so he talked to me about limiting the plays that can be made by PRP's quarterback, and in particular as a receiver, as you mentioned.
James Cornish is going to be the offensive leader for Butler. Again, got to see him in the opener, and just a guy who's a work in progress, but, you know, it's all about putting him in situations where he can just be comfortable and play in a natural way.
And that's part of the reason Coach Reynolds wants the run game. You know, handing it off, involving him in the run game, making him part of the offense, and then when the throw game comes, he's relaxed and he's ready to make plays in that. If you come out and just try to throw right away and you're throwing completions or in an interception, now your confidence is low. So I expect him to run the ball early and be part of the running game early.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing it. The teams are ready to take the field. The fans are ready in this nice renovated Ed Young Stadium, thanks to the folks at PRP. It is a beauty, a crown jewel of the JCPS system, and they're about to play Butler on the other side of this break here on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Carl to make peace with his seatbelt, but you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. From Glycod, it's UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday. UA Local 502, they do it right the first time. Tonight's game is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. The Army National Guard, where the next greatest generation is now. German American Bank, building our community together. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Blunt Dental Group. Straightforward smiles. State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And Holy Smokes Barbecue. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday.
PRP and Butler coming up. The Bears have already made their entrance in the field. They've got The white jerseys, the red trousers, the nice shiny red helmets. A nice look for Butler. Red numerals, kind of a Arkansas Razorback sort of look, I would say.
I like the red helmets. They were white in the past.
Yeah. PRP is going for the bad guys in black look tonight. What can I say? It's a lot of black. It's black on black on black. So the numerals are white, outlined in red. But still waiting the Panthers to make their entrance to the field. I see them spilling out into the end zone, so that is imminent. Run through the cheerleaders.
They used to have one of the best entrances of all high school, and it's kind of a smoke machine and some other stuff. And obviously, they don't have it anymore, but it was quite intimidating when you were an opposing team coming out here sometimes.
Yeah. Well, you see everything with these. The fear I would always have is the times when the first guy bounces off the banner.
And I've seen that happen, unfortunately. It didn't quite break the way it was supposed to.
Well, the Panthers had enough support. That wasn't really a clean tear away, but they made it through, and they are on the field. And we are ready for kickoff as the clock ticks to 0. Time to get it underway. Talked about the renovations here. The press box is new and incredibly nice. High atop at Young Field. The old one was much lower, and it was made of wood. There's not a lot of wood involved here.
The worst one was the small one on the visitor side where they put you, and you brought duct tape and taped yourself to the rail because you thought you were going down at any point, quite honestly. The last time I was here and they told me I was in the booth, I went to the top of the stands over there, and those are new stands on that side too, but they weren't back then. You were swaying a little bit. I'm really glad JCPS has put money in their fields, and I give them credit for it. And all I've seen are beautiful, and I've seen the plans for Fern Creek High School, and it's going to be beautiful too. And it makes a big difference for everybody, not just a football team.
Absolutely. Butler is going to kick it off as we get underway. It's Smith and Oates back to return the opening kickoff. Anthony Trotter is the kicker for Butler. Butler is going to kick it left to right from our vantage point in the press box.
Soccer player also, so this should be a good kick. And the thing is, he can cover too. Most people don't account for a covered kicker, but he plays DB, so he can cover. Looks like the officials are switching sides.
Yep. They're not quite as fast as Mr. Trotter. No offense intended. I'm certainly not either. Trotter's got it teed up for Butler. He kicks it. It's a roller, and PRP able to cover it. Kind of a half-hearted onside kick try there.
Yeah, a little bit of a surprise. I expected PRP to be the first one to pull something out like that, but Butler does it.
And Demetrius Swinney able to cover it up at the 45-yard line, and the Panthers will start with excellent field position on their opening drive. The Butler defense on the field. We are awaiting the PRP offense, getting some last-minute instructions, and here they come.
Number 7, Dean Heineman.
Heineman is the quarterback. 6'3", 205-pound senior transfer from Atherton.
Good program that's come a long ways recently, Atherton.
Hey.
Butler's lined up offside. Let's see if we get the call in the first play.
They start it with a run inside and nothing doing. Butler's there. And I don't see a flag, so it's going to stand as a loss of a yard.
He may warn him.
Calvon Mitchell on the carry for PRP, but he's taken down for a loss of 1.
One thing Coach Reynolds said is this is an excellent play-action team. So a couple runs early and then look for that play-action off of it.
No gain.
Now they respot it at the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd and 10 at the 45. Trips left for Heineman, who's in the shotgun. He looks to throw. Swings it out. It's caught over the 45 to the 50 and down to the 49-yard line. Chris Yarborough, the target on the play. Pickup of 6. So it'll bring up a 3rd and manageable.
So that's one of those plays. We mentioned Yarborough in the pregame about he's a playmaker. Easy throw out there, get it in his hands, let him make some yards for you. Also, from a coaching aspect, they put the formation into the boundary so it squeezed down a little bit, which is pretty interesting to run that in the boundary that way.
Right, instead of the wide side. Julian Harris on the tackle there for Butler, and 3rd and 4. It's trips on the open side now, which is the right for Heineman. One receiver back to his left. He looks to throw again. Pressure. He fires down the middle of the field. He had a man wide open, but he just couldn't quite get it out there. Robert Oates, it's incomplete, and that was a big play for the taking.
Yeah, that throw was there. It was a post route. He came open. There was a little bit of pressure off the quarterback's left.
Yeah.
He maybe felt that and just kind of short-armed it a little bit.
Yeah, one more second might have made the difference.
That's one he'll want back when he watches film.
A 4th and 4, PRP at the Butler 49, opening series of the game.
And the QB is the punter, so you are in red alert here.
A lot of that, yeah.
You are in red alert as a punt return team because obviously the fake is available when he's the punter. And they're short somebody, it looks like.
4th and 4 at midfield. Yeah, they are definitely, that's nowhere close to 11 guys. I'm not sure they've got 11 still, but they're closer.
At least 10, maybe.
Snap it to Heineman. He is kicking it. He kicks a high kick that's going to hit at the 20. Takes a nice roll inside the 10, down to the 5 to the 4-yard line. So excellent punt by Heineman to back up Butler on their opening possession.
I promise you, Coach Reynolds is telling the guy, you have to catch that ball. There's 14 yards if he catches that ball. They just lost. And now they're in a negative situation down here in what we would call the -5 as coaches, your own 5. So now you probably practice 2 or 3 plays to get out of this situation. Your goal is either get a first down or get 5-6 yards so you can punt the ball out of your end zone. Not in your end zone.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, just shy of the 5 is where they ended up spotting it, but a gorgeous 44-yard punt for Heineman. And here comes Butler on the attack. Cornish is the quarterback.
Looks like the running back is Bryant.
Yes.
Number 4, yeah.
Zion Bryant. Cornish is in kind of a pistol look with Bryant behind him.
Yep, we're going to get a
Now,
penalty
it
here.
looked like 2 guys in motion. It'll be a illegal shift or a false start, however you want to call it. Yeah, back up. Butler even a little further.
Generally, you will have a couple runs, and then on 3rd down, you kind of throw it up and hope for a pass interference. So that's kind of general philosophy, quite honestly, you know.
Well, the good news is that's not a full 5-yard penalty. It's about a 2.5-yard penalty. So first down and call it a short 13 for Butler in the vicinity of the 3-yard line. Cornish hands it off to Bryant, and he picks his way, but not much there. Got about a yard.
So counterplay back away from the motion, so you move 2 guys over, then you bring them back on counter. You're trying to get a numbers advantage. PRP did not adjust, so the numbers stayed like they were.
Kelvin Whiteside on the tackle for the Panthers, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Opening possession of the game for Butler. PRP punted, but pinned Butler deep. Cornish gets him to the line. He's got a receiver split out each way. He's got a full house backfield. He has a fullback beside him, and in the deep back, Bryant is behind him. Now they shift around. Tight end as well. Give Bryant working the left side, trying to get the edge. He's got some room out to about the 8-9-yard line. A 3rd and manageable here anyway, off of a nice gain for Bryant.
Good play there by the safety. Come up in the alley, make the tackle.
Yarborough on the tackle.
So I know one thing Coach Reynolds was expecting was a lot of man coverage, and so far I've seen zone every snap. So a little bit different than what Coach told me yesterday in our discussion.
3rd down and 6 at the 9 for Butler.
But if you're PRP and you think they're going to run the ball, you don't want to play man because you want people to see the ball and be able to feel and make tackles.
Right,
so
right.
Probably what we're getting out of PRP. This looks more like man here because they're flopping with receivers.
Whistles blow. I think we've got a guy being reprimanded for an equipment
knee pads
issue.
Got to have your knees covered.
Yep. Caden Wilson, the Butler player, who's being corrected, but they just told him to fix it.
So this is the man coverage that Coach Reynolds expected here.
Wilson's got a wide open side of the field, but now he comes in tight. Ross is the quarterback. Everything's left. And Cornish takes off right. Can he get the edge? He's got the 10, but not much more. He made the 11 or maybe the 12, but PRP able to funnel him in, shut it down.
So what Coach Reynolds was trying to do there is he knew it was man coverage. You motion away, you create a corner with the quarterback. Nice pursuit angles, but the PRP. Good series of PRP defense there. 2 zone snaps, a man snap, so they're giving Butler things to think about.
Hammond with the tackle. Calvon Mitchell back to return the punt. Trotter is the punter. He's speedy, but he's from his own 11.
Calvin Mitchell.
Mitchell is up. Well, now he's backing up. High snap. It goes through Trotter, and it hits the back line. It's a safety. High snap through the back of the end zone.
Well, we're prophets. I mean, we talked about the beginning and overcoming adversity, and you don't catch the – we do have a flag. You don't catch the punt. It costs you 14 yards of field position. You get a penalty. Now you get a safety if it stands.
If it stands,
yeah. It looks like it's going to. Nobody's going back. But now how does Butler respond? Play well, get the offense here, get a couple first downs, get out of it. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike on PRP.
Unsportsmanlike against the Panthers.
So, yeah, I think the safety still happens, but we will.
Yeah, so be on a kickoff.
Yeah. We'll just keep it here. 2-0 PRP edge. 8:02 to go in the first quarter. Don't remember the last time I saw a game start with a safety.
First and second double, back to baseball.
There you go. Yeah. We're almost guaranteed some kind of uneven, unusual score out of that. Yeah. Well, it happens. That's one of those things. It's hard to simulate game conditions for a long snapper.
Yes, and catching punts is there's an old study Howard Schnellenberger did it at Louisville about not catching kicks, and it cost you an average of 8 yards of field position. And
cost them 2 points
we
right
saw
there.
it there, and it leads to a safety. You have to catch those punts.
Yeah.
So we used to joke if we had a 300-pound guy you could catch, we'd put him back there because he'd catch it. But so this is a key series for Butler. They try to get a 3-and-out, get some momentum back. PRP's thinking, hey, go down and score, get a bigger lead.
So because of the penalty, instead of having to kick off from the 20, they're going to kick off from the 35. So that's a better situation for Butler. Trotter's got it teed up.
It's big on a safety.
And he onsides it again.
He
let it go 10 yards, and I think he got it.
It did not touch him from here.
He ran right beside it, was very careful and methodical, and he's got the football.
He's got it. So this tells me that
we've had a bad snap for a safety and a recovered onside kick.
Well, it tells me something they saw in film that they could do that. One of the first things you do as a coach is you watch that front line and
you're peeling out.
You pause it when that ball's kicked, and so they've seen it. Yeah. I don't think he touched it, and it looked like he went 10 yards.
He was running right beside it. He used the trick that we see a lot now, where the kicker just puts it right down the middle.
They switched it though; they're giving it back to PRP.
Okay, then apparently he is going to be called for touching it before it traveled 10.
I thought
it traveled 9.9. Yeah, that's the call. They're going to say illegal touch. PRP gets it. Boy, that's a big break for the Panthers because they did not look terribly prepared for that. And yeah, again, boy, if he touched it early, he touched it a millisecond early.
From here, it didn't look like he touched it.
I mean, they put it at the 45, which is pretty telling.
If I'm on that sideline, I'm wanting explanations, but it is what it is. So. But this
they scooted it across the 45. There you go. So a 9.9 yard kickoff when he needed 10. So
a game of inches.
Yeah.
Big series here for Butler. Try to get a punt.
Heineman now takes over at the Butler 45. He hands it off. Running play for a couple of yards through the middle. Set it up pretty well, but not a big gainer there for, looks like it's Kelvin Whiteside.
Kelvin Whiteside.
Typical I formation run there. So
second down and 7.
Well, they came out and threw on the first series. Didn't have much success, so maybe you're going to mix it up a little more here.
Well, under center, too, which you don't see a lot in football at any level anymore. So this is good old I formation football right
That's
here.
it. Heineman's under center. Turns, gives the fullback.
And gave it to the fullback.
Across the 40, wrestles his way down around the first down marker. I think he's got it. He does. Nice run for Kelvin Mitchell there.
Really old school I formation fullback dive.
Doesn't get a lot more simple than that, does it?
No, that worms an old offensive line coach's heart there.
Able to convert across the 35, maybe closer to the 34. Call it a first down there for the Panthers. Already up 2-0 and on the hunt for more.
Staying under center.
Heineman's got a receiver each way. 2 backs and a tight end. He hands it left, trying to get to the corner and picking his way for some yardage there. Mitchell off the left side. Gained about 5, and now everybody's scrapping a little bit on the sideline, but they unpile it.
Don't get a stupid penalty. So that's a what's called outside zone. You run to the corner with at an angle, and you bring the tight end, the H back, so it gets a little cross action for the linebackers.
Right.
Something I'm noticing about Butler's defense is different than I expected is they're trying to pressure more than I expected. They got the linebackers tight to the line of scrimmage and trying to read quickly.
Alexander had to come up and make the tackle there. Pick up his 5 down to the 29. 2nd and 5. 6:55 to go here in quarter number 1. PRP up 2-0, looking for more. Shotgun with the back on either side. Heineman fires. He's got a man. It's caught down at the 21-yard line. Robert Oates
to number 14.
Slides down easily for a first down gain.
So good adjustment there. 2 backs in the backfield, extra protection, throw a simple slant route, get the first down.
Well, again, I don't know who can really take credit for all of this for PRP, but whoever it is.
Done a good job
doing
so far.
Doing a fine job with his play calls, yes. First down at the 21.
Now Brandon may decide to set out more.
Heineman with a pistol look this time, and he's got 2 backs behind him. Now he comes up under center, so it's an eye. Heineman, quick throw right, caught,
nice
and
play.
Oates didn't get much that time. Butler stood him up right about where he caught it.
Nice play by the corner. Come up, make a tackle.
Yeah, he took care of that one in a hurry. Well, that's been the thing. PRP in this drive has been able to just gain 5-6 yards on first down. Makes everything easier. Now here you're 2nd and 10.
Yeah, you've stayed on schedule, as coaches say, but now you're a little 2nd and 10, and you may look for a fake of that play and then him going long. You may have been setting that up if they get that corner press like that so much. So Butler's more traditional this snap, not as much pressure.
2nd down. Play action. Heineman rolls left. Heineman trying to get outside, throws at the last second. It's incomplete. He took a pretty good shot, too.
Heineman pass incomplete.
Yeah, that's the play action that we discussed before. That was off the counter action. Butler did a nice job of defending it.
Julian Harris got a pretty good shot on Heineman on that one. Finch was the target, but target was probably generous. I think it was just time to chuck that one.
Yeah, he needed to get rid of that one. And Julian's a guy Coach Reynolds mentioned yesterday. He's really high on defensively.
Came off that outside linebacker spot, ready to cause a little mayhem there. 3rd and 10. See what the Panthers have got in their playbook here.
Well, you're probably thinking 2 downs unless you have a really good field goal kicker.
That's true.
But probably 2 downs, so get 4 or 5 here or 6, set yourself up for a 4th down.
2 receivers each way. Mitchell the back. Heineman. Little touch pass. Oates is trying to get outside. Can he do it? Makes it back to the 30. Now he reverses again, and that doesn't end well. Julian Harris buried him, but a flag comes in.
Yeah, we're just going to get a hit on that when he was down. So that they definitely were going to go for it. They're running the play, trying to get 4 or 5 yards. And now Butler, again, has made a mistake that's going to cost them the things Coach was talking about.
It's just a little Utah pass, and Finch tried to create something that just wasn't there, but he's going to be bailed out by the late penalty, it looks like.
Yeah, there's no reason for that hit. He's already on the ground, and you go down basically head first, and that's a killer.
You know that's driving Coach Reynolds nuts.
You had him stopped, and now you're going to give him a 1st down.
So that's going to move it down to about the 15, if my math's right.
So maybe it may not be going to be 4th down. So
yeah.
If he called it post play.
4th.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 15 15 in this case, but not an automatic 1st down. So 4th and 5 is the mark. Yep, and we're ready to go.
Well, PRP got what they wanted in the end. So.
Butler, rather, you mean, yeah. They apparently have a stop, but yeah, here's PRP. You're right, they both really did. It's 4th down, but it's 4th down and about 5 here. 15-yard line, whistles blow. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Butler. We'll take the break as well. Big 4th down coming up. 2-0 PRP here on Glycom.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tinsley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tinsley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
So a bizarre situation here. They were 4th and 4. It looked like disaster for PRP. They lost 9 yards. Then it looked like disaster for Butler because it was a 15-yard penalty. But in fact, after the combination of the two, it's 4th and 4 at the 15.
So you're right. They both get PRP wanted to manage the 4th, and Butler wanted the 4th. So we're good.
Whiteside's the fullback, Mitchell the deep back, Heineman the quarterback. He's got 2 receivers left, which is the short side. High formation as he's up under center. Heineman sends a man in motion, balances the formation, and wide receiver started early.
Yep, he turned up before the snap.
False start.
Well, something looked off because when the quarterback went under center, he stopped for a second. I think maybe he messed up the cadence in his head, and then the receiver's already.
Yeah, everybody else was into what they were doing.
That motion's called orbit. You're doing a circle, so you orbit around, and you can't turn forward at all, and then the quarterback messes up the cadence, and you practice that all week, so your timing's off. And he didn't look sure of himself when he started under center. So something was up there.
No, 4th and 9 now, which is a different situation. A Finch among 2 receivers right, 2 left. Heineman going to sling it. Throws down the middle. It's tipped, incomplete. Defensive back almost made a play where the PRP receiver could come in and clean it up. He probably should have just let that one sail over, but in any case, it's incomplete.
So that's what, if you're Butler, you got what you wanted. You want to get the ball back.
Yeah.
So now it's important here. Get a couple first downs, calm everybody down.
It was Elijah Carter who was able to go up, but again, he was the deep guy. He jumped to try to make a snag on it. It bounced off his hands, incomplete.
Well, even that play, it looked a little bit that PRP was a little bit unsure what they were doing. They snapped the ball quickly. They weren't quite set where they wanted to be. So
sure,
maybe communication issues. You don't know. Again, the coaching situation. So
yeah. Well, Butler's back at it for the second time. Last time they started at their own 5. This time it's the 21. They trail 2-0. Cornish, the quarterback, full backfield of 3 guys. Hands it to his deep back. Bryant able to pick his way to the 24 or so.
On the carry, number 4,
definitely a commitment to the run. That's what you call counter plus. So you've got 2 pullers and a fullback coming in the hole. So Coach Reynolds definitely trying to get the run going.
I mean, nothing glamorous, but 3 yards, and you gain 3 yards 4 times, you're in business. So
that's what you want.
From their own 24-yard line.
Multitude of Panthers there. Caden Bruce, one of the tacklers.
And what you have off that is a play-action pass that he's going to eventually call.
2nd and 7. Butler, their own 24. It's 2-0 PRP. 4:25 to go, and the clock rolling in quarter number 1.
All right, now we got man by PRP like we expected.
Cornish in the pistol with Bryant behind him. Shifts everybody right, and now they move back left. They hand it off inside. Short yardage out to the 25, maybe the 26 on that one. Just not much there. Again, kind of working the middle of the line, trying to get some push, but only a couple yards.
Yeah, PRP's front's doing a really good job right now of not letting anybody work up to the second level, and the backers can fit and make plays.
3rd down and about 5.
Pick up a 2, brings up 3rd and 5.
Like PRP is going to pressure here. It's what's called a double mug front, 2 backers and the A-gap on the ball. Usually one drops off, one comes, usually.
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
Yeah, it's a very common Bill Belichick blitz that everybody's picked up now.
Bunched up formation for Butler, 3rd and 5. Cornish to throw, gets some heat, got some time, rolling out left, running. He's taken down. I think he's a yard short.
Well, he probably could have ran for it. He was looking for the throw, so they double mugged the front is what the A-gap and Bale both came. So once he broke the pocket, he had a chance to run for it. And that's something on film he'll see and he'll learn there. You get double A-gap pressure, get outside and go.
Hammond able to track him down for the Panthers. It is 4th and a yard.
He'll learn that as he continues to grow as a quarterback.
Apparent punting situation. The first one went over Trotter's head for a safety. 4th and 1. Well, they do snap it to him, and he does kick it. Spiraling kick down to about the 36. Here comes the return man for PRP out across the 40-45, making his way up to near midfield. A nice return there for Kelvon Mitchell.
Really nice job. The rule as a returner is go lateral, beat one guy, and then get vertical. And that's exactly what he did. He got about 10-yard return. Nice job.
So first down, PRP. Again, with excellent field position, they're going to start on their own 49.
So what he'll learn as a quarterback is with his double A-gap pressure and man, there's nobody counting for you. So when you get outside the pocket, forget the throw, take off, because there's nobody watching you. And he'll see that, and he'll learn from it, and he'll be better down the road. There's two elements there that he'll learn from to go running. Yeah.
It's a marathon, not a sprint, so.
No doubt.
PRP takes over with the lead and the ball. 2-0, 2:29 to go, quarter number one. Heinemann, quarterback, trips left. He drops to throw. He's got time, steps up, fires late, and hung in the air a long time, nearly intercepted. Butler had a man down there. Elijah Carter almost came in and caught that one.
Well, you had two receivers run the same routes that brought an extra DB, and that's the guy that almost caught it. But
it was a lot of traffic.
The first post was open. I think had the second guy been on the right route, you might have played, but that brought Elijah over, and he was able to make a play on it. And that's the guy Coach Reynolds really is highly on also at DB is Elijah Carter.
Second time that he's had his hands on a pass in this one.
So out of the run here, a little bit shotgun pass after having some success with that I formation. So.
Yeah. Two receivers each way on 2nd and 10. Heinemann to throw. Fires right. He's got a man caught. Going to be down near the first down marker, and I think he carried the defender for the first down, did Robert Oates.
Great effort by Oates. Butler kid had him wrapped up, but he just made effort to get the first down.
Carried him 2 or 3 yards to pick it up. Rashawn Alexander was the unfortunate defender hanging on for life.
Well, not quite the Shawn Alexander that was out of Boone County, but still a nice play by that Shawn Alexander. Yeah, so.
Actually, I said a first down, and they've got him. Well, I don't know. We've got the chains 10 yards apart, but the three. Okay, it is a first down. All right. Thought for a second it was half a yard short.
That's a nice play by the quarterback and receiver.
It really was.
Good timing on that out route, and then nice play by the receiver.
Mitchell the setback, Heinemann the quarterback. He's got trips to his right now. Drops, throws left. It's caught by Finch across the 40. 35 down to the 30, pushes his way to the 28. Just a little pitch and catch, but then Finch able to make some play with it.
Well, they did what they call the whirlboard motion. So you bring a guy in motion, if the guy runs with him, then he goes back and you stay one-on-one. Nobody comes in motion, you continue on and you go block that guy. So either way, you get an extra man. Nice play call by PRP.
Yeah.
I like this series. I was a little concerned when they weren't running it because they've been successful, but they have a plan here and they're sticking to it.
Yeah. Joaquin Drake on the tackle for Butler. First and 10, 28-yard line. Now minute 15 to go in the quarter. Heinemann, little Utah pass to the right. Mitchell trying to get outside. Makes it 25. Makes it 20. Just hanging around behind guys. 15 and out of bounds. Well, you see what they like with Mitchell on a play like that because he got behind those big guys and took his time, picked up about 15 yards.
Well, he did something that it's hard to teach guys when they get that. I think the Utah pass, I like that. When they get that, you don't go straight. You bow back just a little bit. You do a drill making him run a dummy, and then that way the defensive pursuit doesn't get to him. The other thing is that Butler needs to notice both those receivers to the side were on the ball.
Yeah.
Because the formation has to be set for him to be able to come in motion.
Right.
That's the key they need to pick up. Hey, that's coming over there, that lateral pass, Utah pass, as you call it. I'm stealing that from you, Joe.
First and 10 at the 15. Heinemann looks to throw, throws it up high. It's hanging up there, and it's picked off, but there's a flag. Let's see what this all comes to. It was intercepted. He tried to throw a fade, but he just short-armed it, and it was picked off. But is it going to stay?
He got hit as he was throwing, but unfortunately, a Butler kid shoved the receiver, but they may say the ball was uncatchable.
It was nowhere near him. It was Carter who made the pick, but
no, he grabbed him, so he's calling holding. Okay.
That's always the safe right there because the hold is not dependent on the catchability of the pass. So,
I won't comment on that referee call when they call hold like that. No, but he did. He definitely made contact with him.
Yeah, it knocked him off, but at the same time, when the ball was in the air, the closest player to it was Carter, who went and grabbed it, but alas, it goes for naught.
So back to a mistake that cost you. So dig in here and then hold them to a field goal or stop them is what you want as a defense now.
So Panthers get a break, and now inside the 10-yard line, looking to capitalize 2-0 lead. Whiteside the fullback, Mitchell the deep back. Heineman's under center. First and goal, or first and 3, actually. They hand it to Whiteside, and he plows his way, and now it'll be first and goal. He's down to the 4.
Fullback dive again.
Gets down to the 4-yard line.
Final seconds of the quarter.
If you're PRP, you want to take the quarter here because you're ahead. So they should not run a play.
First and goal.
They're looking at the sideline. Still got 23 seconds, but yeah, that seems to be, well, no. As quickly as I say that, Heineman turns and runs back in. So 15 seconds. We'll see if they get one in. First and goal at the 4. Final seconds of the quarter. PRP's up 2-0, looking for more. Heineman turns around, hands it off, and it's on the ground, and Butler picks it up and is taking it to the house. This one is going to be a 95-yard fumble return for a touchdown on the final play of the quarter. Rashawn Alexander to the house.
That's why you take the quarter, you organize yourself, you get yourself set. And they've been kind of hurried. I mentioned a few times they look hurried for some reason. And it was the same thing there. Take the quarter, come to the sideline, score. The cardinal rule is you're ahead and the quarter's ending, you let it end. You let that clock burn. Because that's disaster right there, and that's what you don't want. Obviously, great play by Butler, but I think PRP could have handled that better.
The ball was on the ground, and once Alexander picked it up, there was just no question about the outcome.
No, nobody was going to – he was behind the defense already.
He could have run 995 yards with that one.
He could run on down 71, or Gene Snyder, yeah.
What a heartbreaker for the Panthers. Yeah, first and goal at the 4, and it turns into a touchdown
and I understand,
the other direction.
I'm not criticizing. I understand you got the momentum, let's score. But the cardinal rule is if you can run out the quarter and you have the ball and you're
with the lead, with the
ball.
lead.
Now, if you're behind, get the playoff.
Yeah.
But and then you come to the sideline, you got the quarter, you go score. Again, young coaching staff, head coaching out here, you learn, you adjust, you get better. And it's obvious PRP has moved the ball, so they're not worried about moving the ball.
So let's see. Is Butler going to go for 2 here? I'm not sure what the chart says at +4. What's the percentage play? They are apparently going to go for 2. It looks like.
I've never been a believer in that chart, but you're probably not shocked by that.
Cornish, the quarterback. He's got nobody wide. A flag comes in.
You always take the points, in my view. Well, now you've got to delay a game, so you may want to kick it.
Yeah.
They have a good kicker. From what Coach Reynolds said, they have a good kicker.
Yeah, ball delay a game on the Bears.
Let's see if we see him here.
Nope, I'm going to stick to 2.
Oh. So they'll go for 2 from
7 yard,
about the 8-yard line here.
Didn't even change the play call, so whatever he liked, he's staying with it.
Everybody's in tight. They run Cornish on the outside, an option look, and he is going to be tackled at about the 4. That would have worked from the 3, but from the 8, it comes up short. The first quarter is over. 6-2 Butler after the first quarter. Stay tuned to Glycom.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
What a first quarter, 6-2 Butler. PRP had an early safety. Butler snapped the ball over the punter's head and out the back of the end zone. And then it looked like PRP was going to stretch that advantage. They had first and goal at the 4-yard line. And then rushed to run a play before the end of the quarter, and it became a disaster. Fumble picked up. Rashawn Alexander, 95 yards to the house, 6-2. A lot of football.
Well, if you're PRP, you're encouraged. You've been moving the ball, so just do it again.
Trotter on sides, and this one bounced right to the PRP player. He dove right on it. We've seen it 3 times. I'm starting to think this is not a coincidence. Jesse Patterson, who was able to cover that one. This is interesting. I don't recall the onside.
I've never seen 3 in a row, I'll be honest with you.
First and 10, Panthers for the Bears, 49-yard line.
Well, PRP gets good field position here. First down at the Butler 49 as we open quarter number 2.
It'd be interesting to see if they go back to the run or do they do the passing game. They've been successful with both. So
it had been a nice drive, first and goal at the 4, but boy, it got away in a hurry. Heineman, the senior quarterback, try to settle him down. Mitchell's his setback, who is beside him in the shotgun.
Looks like they're going gun 3-by-1 in the boundary again.
And Rush throws caught. Finch trying to get away. He makes the 45, makes the 40, 35, 30, and down at about the 27-yard line. And that's what Chris Finch can bring you. If he can just get that little bit of space, he can make a play.
Well, that's why you put the formation in the boundary. Butler puts everybody in the boundary. You got one-on-one back here. He breaks the first tackle, ends up with a big play. I really like PRP's offensive scheme and what they're doing and moving the ball around and mixing things. Excellent game plan so far.
Yep. Gain down to the 26, so a 23-yard pickup. Trotter had to come over and tackle him. First and 10 for the Panthers. They got a receiver each way. Tight end on the right. I formation. They hand it to the deep back. Or actually, that's the fullback. Whiteside off the right side, able to pick up about 3.
So back to the I formation. Try to run the ball here.
Second down and 7. 11:30 to go here in the first half of play. 6-2 PRP in the dealing with the deficit, but they got the ball and the momentum.
3 on the play, makes it second down and 7 for Panthers for the Bears, 22-yard line.
Heineman in the gun. He's got a back on either side. He gives Whiteside on an inside run, and Butler tracked it down pretty quickly. Gained a yard, maybe 2, but not a lot there.
Yeah, inside run, the inside zone to the left out of 2-back look.
13 Whiteside on the carry picks up 2.
They did.
Jarquez Hobson able to clog it up there.
They had the slant to the field here. See if they come earlier in the game. They were 2 backs and threw the slant. That was there again, and see if we get it again out of them.
3rd and 5 here.
Butler's DB was about 12 yards off over there.
Mindful of the big play, we'll say that.
No doubt.
Panthers 3rd and 5 at the 21. Heineman's got it back either way. Mitchell's on his left. Whiteside's on his right. He's got a receiver each way. Drops to throw. Looks left. Throws left. Wide open. First down. Inside the 10. Inside the 5. Down toward the end zone. Going to be out at the 1. No, he's in.
I couldn't tell if he called a touchdown or not.
No. It was pretty inconclusive on the outside.
So, Joe, what that route is, that's called the whip. So earlier in the game, they were in that same formation. They ran the slant. So he goes slant for 2 steps, then whips back out to the flat, and the DB went flying inside. There was nobody there. So, again, really good call by PRP. I really like the structure of the offense. I like the schematics they're doing. And whoever's calling it is doing a great job of mixing it and calling it. I got a lot of credit. And we just talked about the play before, that DB being so far off, and he had no chance to make the play.
Yeah, you called it. Extra point. The snap is there. The kick is away, and it's good. 9-6. PRP the lead. 10-14 to go in quarter number 2 here on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
because earlier it is slant.
And we're back, 9-6 here. It's okay, Jamie. Just we were talking off air about the call for the touchdown. Just did a great job of finding some space for Yarborough there.
Well, they hit the slant earlier out of the same formation, so then once they saw the DB off, then they ran the whip where they go slant 2 steps and whip back out. Old Bill Walsh route, typical West Coast offensive route. You know, some guys like Jerry Rice running it. It makes it a good play. So that was a nice play by that receiver.
Yarborough able to take it in. I thought maybe he stepped out at the 1. It wasn't real clear, but he got into the end zone. Our PA announcer here, he knew it. He was on it.
Yeah, they knew right away. I never saw the call.
I didn't either. I thought they were about to mark him out at the 1, and then he said, nope, that's a touchdown. DJ Riello, the man who made the extra point, and he's ready to kick it off for the Panthers.
Yeah, it was a good kick on the extra point, so expect a good kickoff here unless we get another onside.
Yeah, who knows at this point? Nothing would surprise me. Riello to boot it. Vance is on it. That is a nice kick. It's high. It's going to settle down at about the 7-yard line. Butler's return up across the 20, up across the 25, but not much more. Shut down pretty well there by the Panthers. Jaden James, the return man, gained about 19. Solid work all around.
I expect Coach Reynolds to stay with the run. You know, he got a first down last series, so it's only 9-6. 10 minutes second quarter. Do what you came to do and make it happen.
They actually spotted at the 27. That is where Butler will take over. I think that's the best field position they've started with today. They've been backed up every time.
Early mistake not catching the punts kept them behind the chains the whole game.
Cornish has got trips to the right. That's
our first 3-by-1 formation out of Butler. So see what we get here.
That's the open side. Cornish throws a little quick hitter underneath. Can the receiver get outside? He cannot. He is absolutely thrown down. It was Elijah Carter who caught the ball, but John Hammond came over and introduced himself for the Panthers.
Nice play by the PRP defense. Just a little screen trying to get the ball in the hand of a playmaker. But PRP did a nice job. Had 2 guys there, and that's a nice defense.
A loss back to the 21. Call it 2nd and 16. Boy, that's, you complete the pass and you lose 6 yards. That's not what you're looking for.
That's not in the script.
2 receivers right, 1 left. That's Tripp's right, actually.
Into the boundary.
Yep. Cornish, under a rush, throws it away at the last minute. And, boy, he did throw it away. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw.
Yeah, they had immediate pressure off the top. Two guys on him. But a good play. Get rid of it. Don't get sacked. Use more yardage. Don't give up a fumble. Just get rid of it.
Caden Bruce, one of the guys coming through for the Panthers. 3rd and long, and PRP, they're thinking the same thing right here. Pin those ears back and see if you can make a play.
Well, if you're Butler, you want to get obviously a first down, but at least get some yards. So when you punt the ball, you're getting a better field position.
Right.
So I would expect something somewhat simple. Maybe try to catch and run for the first down.
Everybody's bunched in pretty tight here for Butler. Cornish to throw. Roth comes late, but it's caught. 25, 30, 35, 40. No. He may go all the way. 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. How many yards can that man get? That's Rayshawn Alexander. That's a 79-yard touchdown reception after a 95-yard fumble return.
Yeah, he's adding up his multi-purpose yards. Is there a flag? I see people walking like there's a flag, but I don't see a flag.
It is down at the 30-yard line. I absolutely did not see it because by that point he had set sail.
Well, if he called this block here a block in the back, that's a travesty because that was not even close. I was telling the receiver in my mind, don't touch the guy.
Yeah.
He just kind of bumped him, but that was not a block in the back.
That sets up.
If he calls that, that's, in my humble opinion, not a good call.
Well, still waiting some indication.
The coach in me was screaming in my head, don't touch him. And
that is the call. It is going to be a block in the back.
Illegal block.
Well, it's still going to be a long play for Alexander, but boy, it definitely wiped out. What again was a 79-yard touchdown, but it's coming back at least partially. So see where they end up.
To go back to the call, you talked about the bunch formations. They bunch everybody in. One guy comes late on the crossing route. And when you got 3rd and long, if you get man coverage, if you break free underneath, everybody's running with the receivers. That's why he's able to get 79 yards out of it.
I'm not sure that they are real certain about where they're setting the football. The flag was thrown at the 30-yard line while we are back on Butler's side of the field, and now moving forward some.
Well, that's an unfortunate call, and the receiver did not need to touch him. And then
he was gone.
In my mind, I was saying, don't touch him. And he didn't touch him much, but sometimes it happens.
So spotted at the 46, so it still goes as a 33-yard gain for Alexander. 9:03 to go in the half.
We're moving the ball.
Oh, no, yeah. Who knows where we're going to end up? It's the 40-yard line. So the flag was thrown at the 30. After all of this, we end up at the 40, which is somewhat logical, I would agree. 39 yards, the pickup.
Well, if you're Butler, you just hope, keep your composure.
You hit it once,
keep
it's
driving.
there.
Yeah, just keep driving, make a play, get it back.
Sure.
This is adversity. You're learning to overcome.
That's what we talked about.
Yep.
Boy, Tucker Roth came with malice aforethought on that blitz. Didn't get there, though. 1st and 10. Butler to throw. Cornish sets up a screen, and it's dropped, and that's probably the best thing that his receiver could have done because there was a defender right there to drag him down. It was going to be a loss of 4 or 5, and instead it's 2nd and 10.
From the Panther 40-yard line.
Yeah, he wasn't going anywhere after he caught that one.
No. Not without a Houdini escape artist kit or something. It was that one not quite as well designed and executed, but that's life as a football coach, I suppose.
So this is the same formation earlier, not compressed.
Right.
So we'll see if we get some type of crossing underneath out of this formation.
2 by 2. Now one of them goes
motion
cross.
3 by 1.
Heavy side right. Cornish looks right. Cornish is going to throw right. He throws deep right. He's got a man out there, turns back, and I don't think he caught it. He did not. We got a flag at the line, so we'll check on that, or I guess a little bit behind the line. Is it roughing possibly? Nope, it's going to be a hold.
Holding on the Bears.
So PRP will, I assume, take the flag and back up Butler, put him deeper in a hole here. Not a bad throw. Put it out there and gave his guy a shot at it, but not a high percentage one either.
No, and the receiver's running right down the sideline too, so you got to drop that one in there perfectly. So this is not what you want as a Butler because now you're going backwards after you had the call. It cost you the touchdown. So.
Yeah.
That makes it.
But last 3rd and long was the big play, so we'll see what we get.
Yeah. A 2nd down here because that penalty will take the play off. 2nd and 20. 8:50 to go here in quarter number 2. Back to the 50-yard line.
Something there. They made number 6 come out of the game.
Yeah.
Not sure why. Knee pads again because he's adjusting on the sideline. That's the stuff that drive you crazy as a coach.
It's the tight formation. Whistles blow. Okay. And now 13, I guess, is going to come out as well. So 6 is back in. So here we go. 2nd down and 20.
All right, so this is your compressed, or we call
everybody's
bunch.
Bunched, yep.
Yep, bunch and 2 by 2 bunch.
Cornish to throw. Sets deep. He's got time now. He's flushed off to the left. He's got all kinds of room. Cross 50, cross the 45, cross the 40.
Good.
Ducks out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. Picked up about 11 or 12 yards.
So they ran the same concept. It's called mesh. You get 2 crossers, 1 high, 1 low. How Mummy made it famous.
Mm-hmm.
And but the quarterback noticed that time it's man-to-man. Nobody's watching me. I'm going to run. So he made it a respectable 3rd and 9. So he's already gaining experience and learning.
Yep.
So. And he ran out of bounds and didn't take the shot from Roth.
Right.
So.
Hey, what more can you ask for?
Yeah. And that's the thing when you have a quarterback or any player, but particularly a quarterback that hasn't played for 2 years, every snap he's going to learn and get better.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how you have to look at it.
3rd and 9 at the 39. PRP up 9-6. Butler with the ball. Looked like they'd hit a big touchdown to retake the lead. And back on a flag, and here we are. 2 receivers each way. neither of the bunch nor a very wide set. And now 3 right, but a flag.
Timeout, PRP.
Actually a whistle, and PRP calls for time, and we'll take it as well. 9-6 PRP, 8:41 to go in quarter number 2 here on Glycod.
Not just blinds. Blinds Direct. Not just blinds.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
We're back. PRP holding on to the 9-6 lead. Butler 3rd down and 9. Panthers wanted to make sure they got everything settled. They have had some problems, as you noted, Coach, with the mesh concept and then with leaving the quarterback uncovered on the back end of it.
Well, they went man that last time, and they didn't. When you mesh man, you hoping somebody runs into somebody. The natural pick. And, in high school it happens, and it doesn't get called much.
Oh, sure.
But both of them, the defenders played it well. You have to level yourself and not be on the same level.
Right.
And they did a nice job on that. So I would expect Butler to come back to mesh, and what you do after that is you have one guy stop and stay over top of the ball while the other guy runs, and then you can throw it to him.
Drop it in the basket. Yep.
Versus man coverage, yep.
We'll see what we get. 3rd down and 9 for the Bears.
And I'd say Jake's probably thinking 2-down territory here.
Trips right, 1 receiver left, and now everybody's to the right. Cornish going to throw it right. We're going to go deep. It's an overthrow, and closest player to the ball was the PRP defender. Incomplete. I think Yarborough out there in coverage.
Well, I was completely wrong. He went for the touchdown, and now he's going to punt it.
Yeah.
And I thought would have been 2 downs, try to pick up 4 or 5 yards, go on 4th, something of that nature. But that's why I'm up here and he's down there. So.
Showed the screen underneath, and I think that was pretty well covered. Took a shot downfield.
Faking what you've thrown earlier, trying to get him deep. A little bit surprised it wasn't 2-down territory, but he may be thinking differently.
Trotter to punt. It's 4th and 9. Mitchell is back deep for PRP. He's standing inside his 10. Snap gets through to Trotter. He punts it out of there. It's a high kick. It is short. But he hits it to 20 and takes a great bounce for Butler. And down to about the 7-yard line. So now we've seen there is a flag here. We'll check on that. We've seen that same thing happen twice. Short punts that hit it to 20 and just took a big bounce.
I think he called running into the 75 yards, so Coach Reynolds would keep that result.
Yeah, we do have the running into the kicker penalty.
Yeah, you got him pinned, you're going to keep that result.
Yeah. Take it at the 7.
Result.
That is what will happen. PRP will go on the attack deep in their own end.
See, Coach Reynolds knew what he's doing. He punted them down to the 9. I'm sitting up here saying, 2-down territory. So.
Well, I wondered if off the 5-yard penalty he might have a second thought, because that gets you half of the
yeah,
I
think if you can pin them at the 9.
But yeah, that's harder. It's actually the 7. It's even farther than that.
Yeah, 7. I think I would live with that result.
Yeah.
They've turned the ball over on offense already once, so. And
PRP hasn't been backed up either. That'll be an interesting thing to watch here. Yeah, they've had great field position for most of the game. So
so he's going to decline it and play there.
The result of the play, Panthers take over.
So we had everybody ready to go back out and run a 4th down play for no reason. So now we're ready to go.
If it's 4th or 1 or 2, you might think about it.
Oh, sure. It was still going to be 4th and 4 or 5, so not a certain thing.
The only thing I noticed, they didn't upgrade the lights here when they did this field. The lighting here has always been a little bit suspect.
It is a little dark.
Yeah. When you play here as a visiting team, you always got to be ready for that.
Yeah.
Quarterback for Panthers, number 7, Dean Heineman.
Well, PRP on the attack. They're up 9-6, 8:23 to go in quarter number 2. Heineman leads him out.
So, again, PRP, you're trying to get a 1st down if you can. At least get 5 or 6 yards for your punter.
Move it out, yeah. Heineman underneath the center in the eye. Turns and pitches to Mitchell off the right side. He's got some room. 10. Out to the 15. Drives forward to about the 18 or 19, but a flag comes in. And I'd imagine that's going to have to be a hold.
Well, it's interesting because it came from the back judge
right
up behind the ball. So that's a little bit weird, but.
Holding on the Panthers.
Yeah, maybe one of those outside receivers helping him out. It was a good play. Mitchell had near first down yardage without any assistance. But
well, Butler's bringing the outside linebacker a lot on a blitz or what we call plug, where he's playing up. So that's leaving the flats open, tall sweeps there. And the corner is so far off to get, to your point earlier, not to give up the big play. You got a natural gap in the defense and what we call the D gap.
So boy, that hold was at the end of the play because they go back and put it back down at the 7. So it was a 10-yard gain, wiped out by the penalty. So 1st and 10 at the 7 again. Run it inside with Mitchell across the 10 out toward the 15. He was able to get out to about the 14.
Nice play.
Mitchell has got some serious juice as a running back.
Well, he's really natural. He gets up behind, we call it run to the heels of your lineman.
Yep.
Other parlance you use in coaching, not good for the radio. But get on the heels of your lineman and follow them and then find a vertical hole. And he does that. He does it well. You drew drills to teach that, but he's got it naturally, too, you can tell.
Heineman's under center, 2nd and short. They turn around and hand it off, and it's a first down out across the 20 to the 21.
And he also, for a little guy, he finishes forward.
Yeah.
He's always body lean forward on contact, always gets an extra half yard.
Yeah.
For a little guy to do that, that's impressive.
1st and 10 out at the 21, so they're out of the hole there.
So that's what you want for your PRP. You want that first down. Now you can go to your offensive game plan.
Elijah Smith, Julian Harris had to come in and close down, but 2 plays, 14 yards. PRP out to the 21, 7:09 to go, quarter number 2. They're up 9-6. They got the ball. Heineman play fakes. He's looking downfield. No, drops it short. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and slung down at the 47. But a nice gain there by Keandre Whiteside.
So again, I'm very impressed with the offense caught play calling. When you have the outside backer coming and you have the corner off, the flat is open. So now a delay to the flat like that off the boot, really open.
Yeah.
So PRP is finding the natural holes in Butler's defense right now. So it's up to Coach Reynolds and Coach Butler to figure that out and not let that happen. So.
That one's a gain of 25. Joaquin Drake had to get over there and make the tackle. First down Panthers, their own 46. They started at their own 7, already out near midfield. Heineman play fake. Big pressure. Chucks it deep. One-on-one out there. It's tipped, and it's incomplete. Almost an interception for that guy again, Elijah Carter, who's out there.
Yeah, Coach Reynolds was high on him. He talked about him a lot. Might have got away with a hold right there. And
took the deep shot at Oates, unable to get there. Big pressure, though, right through the middle for Butler.
Yeah, he took a shot as he threw it.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to stand there and get hit, that's for sure. It's made him lob some balls, but he's at least saying it's staying in there.
Yeah, just putting it up and saying if you can go get it. But he couldn't get that one. 2nd and 10.
So we call this 20 personnel, 2 backs, no tight ends.
Right.
So they're backing that.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Heineman dumps it left. Flag comes down as Mitchell catches it. Mitchell is actually dragged down in the backfield for a loss, so this is on.
Hold right in the middle.
Flag on the play.
Okay, do you take 2nd and 20 or do you take 3rd and 13 or so? Here's your question. See what they do. That's a tough one for Coach Reynolds. I mean, that's.
I'd probably take the penalty because it happened behind the line of scrimmage, so it's going to give you a few extra yards.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's from line of scrimmage now.
Yeah,
They changed that rule, didn't they?
They did.
I'd probably still take it.
Against the Panthers, replay. 2nd down.
Yeah, they're going to take the flag and not the play.
It's a field position game. So.
Yeah.
Now, in the old days when that was from the spot, you definitely take it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it would have been a 12 or a 13-yard
their own 36
penalty. Instead, 2nd and 20. PRP back to their own 36 after the hold. 6:26 and a half. Pressure from Butler. And whistles blow.
I don't think they ever blew it in play.
Maybe not.
Yeah. I don't think the officials ever said it.
Okay.
Which is interesting because usually that's a penalty on the center.
Yeah. I guess they felt badly enough about it to not throw the flags.
Well, when the umpire moved back behind the ball, too, it made it more difficult because they don't always get up there to tell the center they're yelling at him. And sometimes the center, when they changed it, we had to practice that.
Right.
Because sometimes they're not up there telling the center, hang on. You know, just little things.
Trips right, which is the short side of the field for Heinemann. 2nd and 20, zone 36. And whistles blow.
Well.
And it looks like Butler came across early on that
play, preliminary signal, offsides on the Bears.
Slowed down the momentum of the game here, haven't we?
Yeah, very much.
So what I'm noticing is Gary Wheeler, their defensive coordinator at Butler, is bringing a lot of inside pressure now. So I would expect PRP here soon. We'll get a bootleg or some type of rollout pass to get away from that.
They pick up 5 yards on the flag. 2nd and 15 now. Panthers their own 41. Past the midpoint of quarter number 2. Beautiful, can't really say early fall, late summer, however you want to call it, evening. 2 receivers each way. Heinemann sets deep. Now he's getting flushed. Runs off to the left. He's going to keep it across the 40, across the 45, and he's dumped right about the original line of scrimmage for this series. So he's able to pick up about 5.
Around 5 yards.
It'll be 3rd down.
Pick up a 5. That brings
Spotted at the 46.
We talked about earlier with Butler's quarterback. Inside pressure, if you can break the pocket, go ahead and run. And that's a good play by Will there.
Lauderdale on the tackle for Butler. 3rd and 10 now for the Panthers. Made it back to the 46.
I called him Will because I coached the Will Heinemann. It's Dean Heinemann, sorry.
2 receivers each way. Dean Heinemann rolls right. Sets his feet. Pressure comes late, and he flips it out of there, and there's nobody anywhere near that. It's into the sideline.
So there's your rollout pass. Get away from the pressure.
I wondered about grounding, but he was outside the pocket. So
most confusing rule in football.
Brings up 4th down for Panthers.
And completion. Yeah, Butler brought a lot of bodies at that one. Big Elijah Smith's made some plays in there.
Well, he brought outside pressure in addition to the inside pressure, but back to PRP's calling. Again, good schematics. They've been bringing inside pressure. You roll out, and the quarterback got depth and just couldn't find anybody open. Good job by Butler. Yeah, if you can explain intentional grounding to me at any level, I'll buy you a steak dinner Ruth Chris, Joe. So
I'll keep that in mind. Heinemann to punt. He gets it out of there. It's a low kick. Gets it to 20, and here it goes again inside the 5.
Oh, don't do that.
And he falls on it at the 1-yard line. Or did he fall on it?
Sorry, I shouldn't comment during the play.
It's at the 1-yard line. Elijah Carter, who's done a lot of good things tonight, that one he failed to field and then went back and tried to dive on it at the 1-yard line and just about created complete disaster.
Well, back there early in the game, you don't catch it. And that may have went in the end zone. You may have got lucky. Then you touch it and almost fumble it, so you almost had complete disaster.
Whew.
So here what you do if you're Butler, you've practiced at some point either a quarterback sneak or something quick, just trying to get a couple yards and get that away from the end zone. Your big thing here is you don't want your punter punting from the back of the end zone where he could step out and get a safety.
He's already had one snapped over his head.
So you want to get some yards to give him some room to operate.
1st and 10. Butler down 9-6. The good news is they've got the ball. The bad news for them, they've got it at their own 1. PRP has got him backed up. Cornish is going to go in this pistol set, so he's standing about 4 yards deep in the end zone. He hands it off. The back does get outside the goal line, and he actually makes a nice move there to get out to about the 7, maybe the 8-yard line.
Very nice run.
Didn't look like there was much there. Looked like he was going to go down for no gain, maybe a yard, and then at the end he just kind of sidestepped and created.
Found some yardage.
Something, yeah.
That's a great first down play. Obviously, 6 yards, get you out, get you a little room. And you're manageable for the first down.
I was a little surprised. I thought we could have seen sneak or something similar, fullback dive. But, that was a little aggressive.
Getting in the shotgun down there gives an old line coach nerves,
Picked up 6, 2nd and 4. Butler their own 7. They trail 9-6, 4:18 to go in quarter number 2. Cornish has got it back on either side of him. High snap, and he's hit just as he fields the snap, and he goes down back at about the 2, maybe the 3.
Well, loss on the play.
Talk about court disaster again. Boy, there was some of it there.
Well, not what you want, so you get a great first down play, and then that disaster happens. But at least it didn't happen on first down and go from the 1.
4 on the play.
So we've backed up now.
Jay Sean Ursery able to bring him down. 3rd down and call it 8. The ball's just across the 3. And you're kind of back where you were now. If you can gain a couple of yards, push it out from the end zone, I think Butler would probably take that. But we'll see. I've been wrong about a lot of things in not quite 2 quarters. So.
Well, there's a little confusion, it looks like, on Butler's part. They're trying to get some things sorted out. So Jake may call timeout. He did. So.
Yep. Whistles blow. We'll step aside. Big 3rd down coming up. 9-6 PRP here on Glycod.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tech24, a commercial food service repair company. Find out how you can train for a rewarding career and earn top pay and benefits by visiting mytech24.com.
Welcome back to PRP, 3rd and 8 for Butler, their own 3. So a dangerous spot here for the Bears. Panthers licking their chops.
You just want a positive play, get some yards.
Cornish in the gun. He's got 1 back, 2 receivers each way. Now man in motion makes it heavy to the right. Cornish drops. Again. Throws out of the end zone. It's tipped. It was nearly intercepted at about the 2-yard line. Just one of those linebackers engaged and almost able to come free and pick it off. But incomplete. And the punting situation has already been pretty iffy for Butler. There's been a snap over the punter's head, and now they're going to do it from the back line of the end zone.
By number 0. Chris Finch.
So usually on Thursdays, the last thing you practice is punting from your own end zone. So hopefully that's what they did yesterday.
Robert Oates is back for PRP. He's standing at the 35, now moving even closer. 4th and 8. It's blocked in the end zone. It's a touchdown. PRP was trying to get a guy off the field. They had 12 on the field, but I don't think it's going to be remarked upon. It's going to be
2 points for the Panthers.
No. Okay, so we get a safety out.
Covered it for a safety. So you've had 2 not caught punts that have cost you 2 safeties. But I think Coach Reynolds will take a safety in that situation rather than that touchdown that could have been easily there. Sometimes you live with what you got, and it's 2's better than 6.
I'm telling you right now, PRP, when they watch the tape, they're going to be real happy because they had a guy about 5 yards from the sideline when that football was snapped.
A Butler kid ran on the field, too, and I'm not sure he got off, quite honestly.
Maybe that's it. Maybe it was just, we'll let it all go. Let him play.
And he turned around about the 1 of the 10 and went back off. If he made it, he did. But I saw PRP's kid, but it's about Butler, too.
Well, the punt had no chance. I mean, it was smothered.
Well, it looked rushed, too. It looked like they snapped before anybody was ready. So how you do that usually is on a silent count.
Yeah.
So what you do is you do a silent count, and then everybody snaps the ball, but you've got to be ready.
So 11-6 now, and Butler's going to punt it, kick it off, rather. Can't do either. They'll kick off from their own 20. I said they're going to kick and not, but yeah, they are. They're going to kick. It's on the tee, so Trotter's going to kick it away.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yep, first. That's true. Every kick from Trotter so far has been onside. So
I don't think you're onside this one.
Let's see. No, he kicked it away. It hits at the 35, takes a big bounce. Oates has got it at the 31. Here he comes. Cross the 35, working to the right sideline. 40, 45, 50, 45, 43-yard line. Was it me, or was Oates looking to lateral that ball at the end of the play? It looked like he really wanted to pitch it out.
Yeah.
Anderson on the tackle for Butler. Good return for Oates, but I swear I thought he was going to pitch the ball until he finally went down.
He even looked back.
Yeah. Had a nice return anyway. Caught it up at about the 31, so able to take it 26 yards.
So obviously, Butler here, you want no points. You've got to stop them. You got to hold them. At worst, a field goal. 14-6, no big deal.
Still a one-score game.
Yeah.
We could see anything. I rule out nothing at this point.
Welcome to PRP Butler rivalry, man. I'm telling you.
Did you have two safeties in the first half? I
No,
did not.
no, that did not have that one. That's for sure.
1st and 10 at the 43. Heineman, looked like a PRP receiver, might have gotten a step early, but no flag. Heineman throws late and a nice grab down
Yeah,
at the 37.
a little bit surprised that didn't get flagged. He definitely turned upfield before the snap.
That was the guy who turned, Keandre Whiteside. He's able to make a nice snag there, pick up about 6 yards.
Pick up a 7 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 3.
Bought him at the 37.
From the Bears, 37-yard line.
2.5 minutes in the half. It's 11-6. PRP the lead in the football. 2nd and 4. Heineman's got 2 receivers each way. Mitchell the back. Heineman to throw. He's got time. Throws deep. Got a man out there. Incomplete. I think he tried to one-hand. Is that Yarborough out there? It is.
You almost got it with one hand.
Yeah, Yarborough. He wanted to go with I don't know, the Randy Moss special. Who's a guy good for the one-hand grab? That's always a tough one.
So 2nd and 3, you figure you can come back and get it on 3rd down.
Yeah, take your shot, and you're in 4-down territory if you need to be.
And defenses know that. You know, we call it the test down. They're going to test you, so not surprised they went deep. And with those guys, it's a good call.
My spotter, Ryan Cox, says Odell Beckham Jr. That's the guy to make the one.
Oh, that was a great catch that night, yeah.
He knows when I'm getting old.
I'm impressed he knows it.
3rd and 4, we got a flinch
another
up front.
flag.
No, it's a first down. Butler jumped offside.
Yeah.
Dead ball, offsides on the Bears.
Well, that is one thing they sure didn't want to do, but PRP will continue its drive.
Well, I know at halftime, one thing Coach Reynolds can say without a doubt is, guys, we have given them a lot, so we got to stop making these mistakes.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the touchdown was a mistake by PRP, but the little mistakes Butler made has changed the whole first half.
It's exactly what Coach Reynolds talked about before the game.
Yep, the depth up by 1,000 cuts.
1st and 10 at the 32, 2:10 to go in quarter number 2. A back each way and a receiver each way for Heineman in the shotgun. He drops, throws over the middle, caught 20, trying to pick free 15, and down right there is Keandre Whiteside.
He gets the ball down.
Well, we've got a flag back at about the 32-yard line.
Imagine that, we got a flag.
We've had a few of those tonight, haven't we?
I think these guys are going to get a bonus per flag.
So I'm guessing one of the big uglies jumped out up front and got a little farther down than they're supposed to. Ineligible downfield, the call.
I wonder within the formation somebody lined up wrong and went downfield.
Yeah, that could be it too. Yeah. Spoken like an offensive line sympathizer. We're not going to let me pick on those guys.
O-line coach can't let you pick on the O-line guys.
May well not have been them, yeah.
37-yard line.
So 1st and 15 now at the 37. Wiped out a first down to the 15. Heineman's got 2 receivers each way. He's looking to throw. Throws underneath. Caught at the 36. Breaking the 30. The 26 is where Mitchell is driven out of bounds. Nice little play to take that underneath.
Well, again, internal pressure, run the crossing route. The quarterback does a nice job of backing up, letting that pressure come, and then dumping it over him. Again, I'm really impressed with the schematics of the PRP offense and the design and what they're doing. And that's a nice play by the quarterback.
3 for the Panthers.
Alexander able to come over and make the stop.
He's got the flashy cleats to go with it, literally. Flashing down there. Interesting apparatus for cleats.
Yeah. Second and 3 at the 25. 152. Heineman hands it off to Mitchell. He's dragging a tackler for the first down. He's got the first down of the 21.
Again, small guy. How's he finish? He's laying down with his shoulder pads across the tackle.
The pickup is good.
I mean, that's a play where for a small back, he's hit, around the line of scrimmage. But he just dragged forward for 4 yards.
Contact, continued to run, and then finishes shoulder pads forward. That's
got a Butler player shaken up here. We're going to step aside. 11-6 PRP, 1:47 to go in quarter number 2 here on Glycod.
Not just blinds. Blinds Direct. Not just blinds.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tech 24, a commercial food service repair company. Find out how you can train for a rewarding career and earn top pay and benefits by visiting
He's going to be seeing that one tonight when he closes his eyes. Keanu Kalani James. Oh, right in the breadbasket, and just I think for a second there it was his birthday and Christmas morning all rolled into one, and then it thudded to the ground.
He saw the lineman's dream, the other end zone, and got to start doing some ball drill to those D linemen. But, he has to go make a play now. Make up for that. Go make a play.
That's the rule.
And that's what you want to point out to him in film. Hey, what'd you do the next snap? So let's see what he does.
Second and 10, 21-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Heineman hands it. Mitchell tries to get free, and Butler did a good job that time, taken down for no gain. Bears were not fooled. 1:25 to go here in the half.
Third 10 for Panthers from the Bears, 21-yard line.
Third down upcoming for the Panthers.
The other thing you want to do here is not give Butler the ball back within
time.
Yeah,
they're definitely being mindful of that as we're down to a minute 5 now.
I'm not sure how many timeouts Butler has, but they may want to use one. Looks like PRP may have to use one or get a delay here.
Yeah, I think they're going to end up having to.
He's already got his hand up. Nobody's noticed. So, there we go. Yep.
And the whistle's blow, and we have a timeout. 50 seconds in the half. 11-6. PRP with the lead in the ball. Big third down when we come back here on Glycod.
I don't think they gave him the timeout. I think he called delay a game. Nope.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tech 24, a commercial food service repair company. Find out how you can train for a rewarding career and earn top pay and benefits by visiting mytech24.com.
Third and 10, 50 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. See what PRP's got cooked up here, Coach.
Well, I'm sure they're thinking 2 downs to get a first down, and then you got time to score. I don't know what the timeout situation is for both of them.
Yeah, it's not accurate what's on the board.
Yeah, and I wrote them down and I messed up my own handwriting.
There have been some, we know that. Receivers each side, 2 now to the right, 1 to the left. Heineman looks right. Pressure comes. He's hit as he throws into the end zone. Incomplete. Another second. And he might have gotten that one to Chris Finch, who was running out there.
I'm not sure their receiver was set, and they got away with one there. But I'm a little bit surprised you throw to the end zone there because you've got 3rd and 10, and you got 2, try to get the first down. But
yeah,
brings up 4th and 10 for Panthers.
You may have had in your head what you're going to do on 4th down no matter what, so you just take a shot.
On for the
Joaquin Drake in coverage. So apparently PRP to kick it. DJ Riello.
Holding number 7.
So this will be, looks like a 39-yard kick when they set it down. Yeah.
Well, he certainly boomed the extra point earlier. So
off the left hash, Riello leading 11-6, trying to extend that advantage.
Good snap.
There it is. He kicks it, and it's tipped at the line. It goes fluttering to the ground and goes through the back of the end zone. No good.
No good.
One of those guys on the interior able to get a paw on it enough to just kill the momentum of the kick, and it's no good. So now Butler will get a shot here with 38 seconds left in the half. Not sure how aggressive you play it. We've had one instance in this game where getting a little too hurried got the better of somebody. So we'll see. I
think given the mistakes you've made, you may take one shot, see what happens, and then just run the clock out. Again, I don't know PRP's timeout situation, but if they had all 3, you call them and you make them try to punt the ball, given the punt game that's happened so far.
Yeah. Bear in mind, Butler will get the ball out of the half. PRP opened the game with the football.
So you may take a shot here, see if you can make something happen and go from there.
Cornish hands it off, tries to get his back out on the edge, and absolutely nothing there.
Yeah, I think PRP is going to let it run out, so you just go to a half, and as you say, you're getting the ball, and you take your second half plan, and you roll with it.
Yeah. Jaden James on the carry, Tucker Roth on the stop. Don't want to be too premature, but I don't think we're going to see another play. 17 seconds and the clock running. They still haven't gone toward the sideline, but at 10 seconds, if something's cooking, it better get in the oven quick, and it's not going to. They're going to take it to intermission. It's been a wild and woolly first half. We'll be back to recap it for you, tell you about some of the other action around the area, and get you ready for the second half of Butler and PRP. 11-6, PRP in the lead at intermission here on Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer, Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and our newest location at 1675 Watterson Trail in Louisville.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. with health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself. This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tinsley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tinsley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, a tradition of corporate excellence and community service. For more, visit tfcfamily.com.
Halftime here at PRP. The Red Hots, the PRP dance team, are performing on the field at halftime. It's been a wild first half here. 11-6, the Panthers have got the lead. Recap how we got there. Well, we'll do that later. Right now, I'm still trying to catch up. I feel like I need a break myself. There was a lot of football. You can tell these are two teams that have got some good players. They've got some good ideas going on coaching-wise. It's just the struggle to maintain. You make one good play and then you make one bad play. And sometimes the bad plays will outstrip the good ones. So, just continuity, just building. And somebody's going to get a win tonight, and they're going to come away with something they can build on.
Well, Coach Reynolds mentioned the Shively Miracle, and that was my first year at Butler, and I think it was 2009 or 10, something like that. We won we ladled the ball 5 times and returned it to win the game, and this place was bananas after that. But I really think it turned Butler's program. Butler started to be able to win, and we had a run after that, and that's what both these guys want. Both these coaches are trying to get to a point where winning is expected.
Yeah.
Right now, they might win. They could win. Maybe won't win. Eventually, you get to a point where you expect to win. And that's what, to your point, that's what they're working for. And that's what both of them are saying at halftime. Go make the plays that will win the game for us.
For PRP, you say we could easily be ahead by multiple scores. Had a turnover on 1st and goal at the 4. Had some bad breaks. But then again, for Butler, have a long touchdown pass that's called back on kind of a phantom penalty. Able to get the scoop and score for the one touchdown they have. But, there's really, at intermission, nobody's got a big edge right here.
I think both coaches can say that their team has played through adversity. And it was a key we talked about. Can you play through bad stuff? And both of them have played through bad stuff. Mm-hmm. Both of them made mistakes. Butler's mistakes are smaller but bigger because they compound. But really, from a coaching perspective at halftime, you'd have to be happy and say, we've played through adversity, but let's be better in what we do in the second half.
Yeah. Want to point out to you, you're seeing the scores throughout, thanks to my man Jeff Cooper on the production. Tonight's scoreboard is presented by Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you. 7508 Preston Highway, 502-968-5657. He says, and I hear they got a pretty good pork chop there.
I used to live by that place, and I miss it. Need to get back out there.
I'm going to go by and see if at least the smell is lingering after. They'll probably be closed. But, we appreciate them and all of our sponsors. We're going to step aside for a break. We'll catch you up on that first half. Again, I needed to catch my wits before I tried to recap it all. 11-6 PRP over Butler. And the second half is ahead here on Glycod.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tinsley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tinsley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
11-6, the score here at intermission. Everything, more or less everything going PRP's way. The Panthers with the lead. Scoring recap. It's certainly an adventurous one. A look at our first half scoring thanks to German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. We appreciate German American Bank. PRP opened the scoring with a safety. It came, Butler snapped the ball over the punter, Anthony Trotter's head through the back of the end zone, 2-0. 8:02 to go in the first. Wasn't any more scoring until the last play of the first quarter. PRP was first and goal at the Butler 4, and Coach Brown here said, you run it out, you go to the second quarter. Well, they didn't. They ran to the line. They ran another play. They put the ball on the ground. A 95-yard fumble return the other direction. Butler got on the board in grand fashion there. Mr. Alexander was able to make the play. Rayshon Alexander, 95 yards for the touchdown. They went for 2, did not get it. 6-2 at the end of the first quarter then. And the second quarter, PRP capitalizes on some good field position. Chris Yarbrough catches a 21-yard pass from Dean Heineman. That made it 9-6 after the extra point from DJ Riello with 10:14 to go in the half. And then with 3:10 to go, Butler had to punt from their own 3-yard line. PRP got a safety. They came through and blocked the punt. Butler fell on it. That made it 11-6. Yeah, we still kind of got the baseball thing. You get the 3-run homer and some stolen bases, and maybe Butler can get back in it. But it's been wild. It's been a little bit crazy. Both sides have got some things to hang their hat on, and both sides have got some things that probably made them throw their hat a few times.
Yeah, as I said earlier, before we went to break, I'm sure both coaches are thinking the same thing. We've played through adversity. We've given the other team everything they've got, so let's go play better.
Yeah.
And as simple as you can get. I will be interesting to see what Butler does with the ball, if they do try to establish the run game still, or if they try to get in some throwing situations again. What we have not seen that I expected, other than one play, is the quarterback as a runner.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens on this first series here.
Yeah, that is a good point. That may be one that's been held in the pocket. I mean, you don't want to beat your quarterback up. It's still early in the season, and there's nothing that's more heartbreaking than seeing a guy get dinged up. And
it's his first season ever as a varsity quarterback.
Yeah.
But I know Coach Reynolds was high on that aspect of it.
Yeah.
So maybe this first series we see it. And then PRP, will they come back to the eye? They've been very successful in the eye. And then they've gone and doing other things. But I think getting the eye, maybe pound the ball down a little bit. And if you go up 19-6, you feel really good because you can control the ball the rest of the game and pull out a win.
Calvin Mitchell, the running back for PRP, been kind of a revelation. I don't have any first-half numbers, but he's been very effective for them. Has run well, despite being a fairly small back, a guy who you've noted drives forward, gets the tough yards, and can keep the chains moving if PRP can avoid kind of some self-inflicted misery on offense.
A back like that, you're going to get something out of it. Even when there's nothing there, he'll get you a yard.
Yep.
And, we've said it, I've said it twice already, but finishing forward, finishing through the tackles, always feet churning. Eventually, somebody's going to tire just a bit, and you're going to break one off that.
Yep.
And he really does a good job, we mentioned earlier, finding his lineman and running behind them. And he's a small guy, so he hides back there. Eventually, he's going to get behind somebody, and they're not going to see him. So I like the little guy. I give him the ball a lot here.
Yeah.
If I was PRP's coach, the first series I got the ball, I'd just give it to him 5 or 6 times in a row, try to really see what we can get out of that. And if we can get a touchdown and go up, I'd feel good about the rest of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll see what the second half brings. We're only, I guess, about 5 minutes away. 11-6 PRP at intermission. We'll take a break. Second half coming up shortly here on Glycod.
Go ahead. Pour it on. As thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
"Holy smokes!"
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 male high graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself. This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
And we're back to halftime here at Pleasure Ridge Park. Again, just very complimentary. The facilities have always appreciated our friends out here at the Ridge, and but boy, it's nice for them to be able to host us in such suitable climes. Been to, I won't name any particular spots, but been in a Division I college stadium in the last month that was not quite on par with this one. So
you have to tell me that later.
Yeah.
No, it is a beautiful stadium. They redid the stands, which is even better.
Yeah, they really, they've done it nice, and the field looks great. Beautiful turf.
It is a very beautiful field.
Yeah. Well, the Panthers are going to kick off on that field to begin the quarter number 3. Butler's going to get the ball. PRP right to left in the third quarter. Got the lead. The clock's still got almost a minute on it, but everybody's out there ready to go.
Definitely got some juice going on the sideline. They seem ready.
We got 2 0-3 teams, and they both smell a win, and they are hungry to get it. Why make them wait? We're ready to go. Riello to kick it. Riello waiting the signal. Here he's got it. Here he goes. And they onside kick.
And they were offside.
Yeah, they were about 2 steps behind the ball.
I almost said, I know we won't get an onside kick here. I think all logic and reason goes out the window here.
Yeah, we can see anything. Well, they'll back up 5.
I think of the old Jack Nicholson movie. He says all logic and reason, I just remove them. Maybe we need to do that right now. Yeah, the kicker was even offside.
Yeah. They definitely were going to get down there to make a play, but got to wait on the ball. Saw Butler kick one beautifully. It looked like a clean recovery, but illegal touch that must have been a smidge early.
Yeah, another call that could have went either way. We forgot about,
Riello to kick it. He kicks it away this time. It's a pretty good kick. Going to settle down at about the 14. Butler's return man out across the 25, out to about the 30. Covered pretty well by PRP as he's clapped down there. I believe it was Elijah Carter on the return.
Nice play by that defender. He fought off a block right at the 30 and made the tackle.
So Butler will take over there. And an 11-6 deficit. Again, 2 safeties in this game, so if the score sounds a little bit unusual, it is. You could get to 11 a couple ways. A touchdown and a 2 and a field goal would get you there.
8-point, 2-point, and then field goal. Yeah.
16-yard return. Bears.
Maybe the Canadian League when you get a point for kicking out of the back of the end zone.
What do they call it? I don't even.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
If you kick it out of the back of the end zone, well, somebody made the point the end zone's larger, which okay, but you win for missing. So.
Things are different up north.
It is. When I was coaching in college football, we had a Canadian guy come down and talk to us about some things we were trying to learn, and it is a different world.
It is that.
It's interesting though.
First and 10, Butler, their own 30. Quick throw off to the left, and it's dropped. It set up a screen pretty well, but Carter didn't catch it.
That drives you nuts as a coach because I'm sure at halftime you talked about it. This is we're going to run first. We're going to get you the ball, and then he drops it. That's one of those where you just shake your head and move on.
Jeff Cooper reminds me we had an NFC championship not too many years ago that was an 11-6 game, so there is some precedent for our
I don't even remember that one.
Situation. I had faint flickers of it. Tampa Bay was in that one. Rams in Tampa Bay.
Well, I was going to say, I know it's not Dallas because it's been, 47 years?
You said it, not me.
As a Cowboy fan, unfortunately, I know that.
Second and 10, Cornish hands it off, and nothing doing, slung down in the middle of the line. Boy, PRP was all over that.
Well, you're hoping on your first down screen you get 5 or 6 yards. Then you've probably talked about running that play second. Yeah, so him dropping, you just get behind schedule a little bit.
Caden Bruce on the stop right there and puts Butler right away in a 3rd and long, 3rd and 12. Their own 28, opening minute of quarter number 3 as a little bit of rain moves in.
Yeah, it's held off.
Just a sprinkling, just seeing some people grabbing umbrellas or ducking out of it. Sets to throw to his Cornish, deep in the pocket, gets away. He's trying to run across the 30. There's just not much there, but he gets the first down, I believe. Did he stay in long enough? That's going to be the question. And it looks like he did. Boy, it didn't look like he had any kind of angle, but he stayed in as long as he could.
That play shows you what Coach Reynolds is how. He found some yardage. Yeah. PRP didn't do any type of blitz or anything there. They just rushed the front forward. Pocket was okay at first, broke down after that. Nice play by the quarterback.
Rucker able to force him out, but it is a first down. That's the 41. Heck of a play there on 3rd and 12. 1st and 10, 41-yard line. Cornish is in the shotgun now. It's got 2 receivers each way. Now they go heavy to the right side. Cornish looks to the right side, slings it. It's tipped at the line, incomplete.
Second tip ball we've seen tonight.
Cornish is not a very tall quarterback. I don't know that I've got a measurement on him, but 5'9" is what I've got him at. And
my roster says 6 foot.
Well, let's call the whole thing off. He's somewhere between 5'9" and 6 feet.
Yeah, he looks more 5'9"ish.
They might list him at 6 feet, and he might really be 5'9". Maybe that's the distinction. 2nd and 10 at the 41. 2 receivers each way. PRP hanging on with an 11-6 lead. Butler's got the ball. Now the formation heavy right. They look back left, throws.
Nice
and
play.
It's busted up. Tucker Roth was all over it in the backfield.
Yeah, nice play by the young man we talked about in the pregame. Yep. So
really flying in. I thought he was going to try to pick it for a second.
I almost thought he could pick it too.
Yeah, it was close, but the Cornish hesitated and then threw it anyway. And
that's some instincts there. You can see why he's such a good player. So.
Oh yeah. That's where the ball is. Jaden James on the catch, but he got blown out.
38-yard line.
So 3rd and long again. The last time Cornish put it on his legs and picked it up. Let's see what he's got on 3rd and 13 on his own 38. 10-18 to go, quarter number 3. Cornish drops. Roth comes through. Roth missed him. Cornish trying to get away, but the second man does not miss. He goes down.
Cornish brought down first.
Oh, a nice play right there by Caden Bruce.
Yep, stayed on it. Good effort.
I think Roth was so shocked at the clear path that he just kind of missed him high. And
the Cornish did a good job of just ducking, and then Roth went over the top of him. But good effort by the D lineman to stay on the play and make it.
A 4th and long now. Punting situation. Oates back to return for the Panthers.
So the punting game has been a problem. See what happens here.
They get it to Trotter. He gets it out of there. It's off to the right, and it hits it about the 42. And this one takes barely any bounce. Rolls to the 40. But we've got a flag. Let's check that back at the line of scrimmage.
Running the punter again.
Yeah, 5-yard running into the kicker. Might re-kick here. I mean, the ball's at the 40. It's not horrible, but the 5 yards, you might say, let's try it again and see if we can do it better. I don't know. We'll see. That's a tough call because, as you note, the punting has not been razor sharp tonight. They've had one blocked and one snapped over the punter's head. So I think living to play another day, is going to be the choice. So the Panthers will take over on the 40.
Yeah, it wouldn't be smart on Butler's part to do that.
1st and 10 for the Panthers. From their own 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 40 for PRP.
Number 7, Dean Heineman.
First and 10 at the 40. PRP settles in. They turn around and run it inside. It's the fullback, and he's out nearly to midfield. Pickup of about 8. Kelvin Whiteside The fullback
On the play, brings up
makes a nice play, picks up some yardage.
From her own 49-yard line.
We're back to the fullback play. Sorry.
Don't worry about me. If you know what you're doing, do it. If you don't, leave it be. Then leave it be. We got an injured player here shaken up. And, boy, that's one that, not that Butler's looking to lose anybody, but Julian Harris is a guy who.
Yeah, 6 foot, 200-pound junior, and Coach talked about him yesterday when we spoke too. So back to the fullback play. It's the third or fourth one in this game. So
yeah,
definitely saw something on film, felt like that could work for him, and it has been a good play for him.
Yeah, Harris is out there. It's like they're working on a lower extremity there, left leg. Boy, PRP, these Whiteside guys, I know I don't often differentiate. Kelvin is the fullback and Keandre is the receiver, and they both made some nice plays. Kelvin's 13, Keandre is 10, but they both.
Well, not your typical fullback, obviously, but
no,
boy,
not at all.
He comes through quick. He's small. He hides in there.
Yeah,
those two running backs are tough to see.
Yeah,
yeah, it's very tough to see. So PRP's ran the ball here. Maybe what we talked about for halftime, let's run the ball, let's score. We go up, control the clock. You know, Butler hasn't had a big play capabilities other than the one that got called back, so let's see what happens.
2nd and 1, Panthers their own 49. 9:13 to go in the third quarter. A little Utah pass to the right, and the back tries to get out, and he does. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, still up. 25, a late flag comes in. I got a feeling this is coming back. Calvon Mitchell with a nice play on the little quick pass, but yeah, I suspect this one's coming back.
Well, when he threw it originally, I'm like, they couldn't hold there, nobody was there, so it makes sense when he kicked it up, yeah. So.
It is indeed a hold. So, yeah, I'm not sure if the official's trying to mark where it happened, but even if it's a little ways downfield, it's going to back everything up. We'll see what's going on here.
Holding on the Panthers. Dead ball, personal
So we
foul
had 2
against the
fouls.
Bears.
Yeah, there is a flag down by the official at the 20, yeah.
It's out of bounds over at the 24-yard line, yeah. So let's see.
Well, if it's dead ball, or walk it back 10, then walk it up 15.
Why don't you just move it 5? I mean, I'm not trying to, invent the wheel here, but
that's logic and reason doesn't matter, am I right?
I'm pretty sure I've got a high school math teacher somewhere who's going to say, see, he's doing some algebra. Minus 10 plus 15 is 5. So it moves up 5, and it'll be a first down there for PRP.
Well, this drive is vitally important for Butler to stop them, because if they go up 18, 19 to 6, it's 17. If it's just a 6 points, it's you're having trouble moving the ball if you're Butler. So this is a concern. So you want to stop them or make them attempt a field goal again.
It actually ends up at the 40 through the penalties, and a draw play, and Mitchell picks it for 5. He just about slung free of that. That was a slow developing play, but he did a nice job.
Finding yards again. Yeah. I mean, he was hitting the backfield almost when he had the ball, and then still found 5 yards out of it.
Elijah Smith tracks him down. Yeah, he's a vital part of what they've been able to do tonight.
Yeah, he's finding yards and making things happen. And to your point, he almost broke it at the end.
2nd down and 5, ball just outside the 35. 8:25 and the clock rolling here in quarter number 3. PRP on the attack.
Stay in the eye.
Heineman pitches it. Mitchell, this time it's penetrated pretty well by Butler, but he got back to the line, might have even gained a yard, and that looked like a tackle for loss forthcoming. And he just strung it out, and again, either didn't lose any yards or may have gained a little bit.
Well, he found the blocker, got right behind that blocker, and fitted in there to get what he could. And again, it could have been a -4, but ends up being
He picked up a yard.
0 or a yard. And
Yeah.
that's a big difference. Bill Curry used to call that hidden yardage. They would go back and study that, and it's really interesting to look. That yard matters at some point.
Absolutely.
But really nice job by Butler pursuing the ball and getting tackling also.
Bryant and Alexander among the host of Bears there to stop in 3rd and 4 at the 34. Heineman to throw. Sets deep. He's got all kinds of time. Fires over the middle, incomplete.
Heineman fast.
Just had all the time in the world, but couldn't find anybody and one hopped it in front of Keandre Whiteside.
Well, he had his outlet to the back at the top, and I believe that was Calvin Mitchell. And if he'd have thrown it to him, he had a lot of running room. But sometimes you just get a little bit greedy when you're back there and nobody's in your face, you know. He'll look at film on that one and say, man, take the check down when it's there.
4th down and 4. Big play here. PRP's up 11-6. 7:18 to go in quarter number 3. This could be a momentum shifter. Heineman under center. Got a receiver each way and a tight end on the right.
And we get a flag.
Just as the ball is snapped, a false start on PRP. Boy. And so 4th and 4 becomes 4th and 9, and I don't know if you go or you punt now.
Way I played defense, I'll probably punt this ball.
That's true. They punted Butler deep once before and came out with a safety for it. So
39-yard line.
See what they do. 4th and 9 at the 39. Again, it's hard to read because Heineman is both the quarterback and the punter, so his presence on the field tells us nothing.
I'm sure Butler will.
Looking to go.
Nope. Interesting decision, but
we'll see what comes of it. 2 receivers right, 1 left, 2 backs. Heineman, pressure, throws over the middle. It's tipped, it's picked. Coming back with it, Alexander from the 25 to the 50 to the 45. A flag is down. He is taken down at the 35-yard line.
Flag on the play.
He hit that kid square in the chest. I don't understand that call at all. It wasn't away from the ball. It wasn't malicious. It was just simply a good block on a kid standing there. No reason for that flag.
The interception will stand, but the flag apparently, you're saying, Coach, looks like it's going to wipe it out on the return.
Sorry, I don't mean to be critical of officials. They do a good job, and there's not enough of them, but there was nothing malicious about that hit. And it was a guy standing where the ball was returned.
Personal foul gets the.
Don't get that one.
Well, not the first one tonight, but yeah. Costly because it's going to be down at about the 30-yard line, and instead Butler's backed up to their own 34 after the penalty. The interception does stand, and who else would it be but Alexander? He's been everywhere tonight.
He's had more yards called back than he's got.
He really has. Had a 79-yard touchdown that wiped out about 40 to 50 of, and then that one, a long return that ends up settling in at the 34. So Butler takes over there, 1st and 10, Cornish. 2 receivers left, now 3 left. A little quick hitter gets out at the 35, out to the 40.
And we get another flag.
Go figure.
Cornish's pass.
That would have been a gain of 6 or 7, but I say would have because it seems destined to come back.
So interesting, same play that they started the last series with, they come back to it. So
well, this time it was caught, but we have
the
holding penalties. So. Yeah. Interesting stuff. Carter made the catch, but Rucker had turned him in. Again, was going to be a gain of 6 or 7, but instead it'll be 1st and a bunch.
1st down and 18 for the Bears.
They put it back at the 26.
From their own 26-yard line.
You don't practice 1st and 18 very often.
But in this game, it probably would have been a helpful skill because we've seen a lot. Bears from their own 26. They trail 11-6. 6:22 to go, quarter number 3. Cornish, lots of heat. He tries to run through it, and he gains only a couple of yards out to about the 26.
Looked like a little bit of confusion. Maybe there was supposed to be an option pitch for him available there.
Flag on the play.
But the running back didn't go.
We've got a flag, apparently.
I think this is on PRP. Somebody said something.
A face mask.
Face mask against Panthers.
Well, that changes the character of things. Ursery on the tackle. It ended up being no gain, but that will be 15 yards with a personal foul.
He must have grabbed him and punched him in the face mask after the play, because the official was pretty emphatic about it too. So about making the point of it. So
are we going to get theater with it here? Is he going to act it out for us?
He called it twice.
He really meant it. So spotted at the 41, and it'll be 2nd and 3. Yes, the personal foul is not an automatic first down, as you're probably used to at higher levels of football, but that's the way it is.
Nor is pass interference anymore.
Correct.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
Uh-huh. Trips left for Cornish. Takes the snap, looks to throw, does throw. It's caught. Can he break free? 40, 45, out to about the 47 or 48. So gaining some yardage, assuming that there's not a holding penalty on that play, which is a bold assumption at this point. It's going to be a first down.
Well, they've definitely found something. That's the third time they ran it in the second half. So I would expect them to run that fake off that.
Yeah, Carter.
Let Elijah come back, fake it, and then somebody go long.
Mm-hmm. Carter's catching it, then Rucker on the coverage. First down, Butler at their own 48. 5:25 to go, quarter number 3. They're behind 11-6. Game has featured 2 safeties. Trips left. He looks left. Now he throws over the middle. It's caught as a flag comes in. The receiver's down at the 39-yard line, but let's check the penalty. It is going to be a hold. And Butler's backed up for 10 yards. Went to Carter again. He's definitely been the feature of this. Hammond on the tackle, but again, all of it is going to be negated by the penalty.
Nice throw by the quarterback, too, keeping his feet, setting, throwing the ball. Little curl route, and right there.
First down.
He's looked more comfortable as the game has gone.
Again, had not played for 2 years. Every snap he's going to get better. You know, and
don't play for 2 years and then play Male and Central.
Yeah. Welcome to high school football.
They had an overtime loss in between, but
lost to Eastern 28-21. Yeah,
it's not the way you want to get started in terms of the opponents, but yeah, like you say, sometimes it's that way. 1st and 22 now. The ball is on Butler's own 38.
Here's our double A gap pressure. See if they're playing man behind it. They are. So if he breaks the pocket, we'll see if he runs.
2 receivers each way, but now one goes right.
Nope,
so
both drop.
3 that way. And he goes quarterback run anyway. 40. Cornish 45 makes the 50. Nice run.
I believe that was called.
Yeah. He was pretty quick in deciding to shoot straight ahead.
But we talked about at halftime. We see him more involved in the run game because I know that's what Coach Reynolds wanted to do, so there's a run for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see why he wants him in the run game after that play.
Ball's actually spotted at the 48-yard line.
From the Panther,
2nd and 6 at the PRP 48.
You guys play some music since we're there by ourselves?
4 minutes to go, quarter number 3.
4 minutes to go.
Trips left, 1 receiver right. Quick throw, caught, and taken down near the first down marker. I think he's a yard short over on that far side. Made it down to about the 43.
I think the spot may have given it to him.
Yeah, it looks like possibly.
So that's our 4th screen. Exact same play. So
1st and 10 Bears from the Panther.
It is a gain for a first down. So spotted at the 42.
And here's the thing I know that Coach Reynolds likes. They're controlling the ball and they're eating this clock up.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we're late in the 3rd quarter. And
so if you can get a score here, you feel good about where you're at going in that 4th quarter, and you've taken up all that 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 42. They run it up the middle. And just a power run down to about the 35-yard line. Nice effort right there.
Ended up with 8 yards.
Zion Bryant, the back. Haven't seen a ton of him. Saw him a few times early, but yeah, he didn't look like there was a lot there, and it ended up being a gain of about 7 yards. So they'll take that every day.
Pickup of 7 brings up 2nd down and 3.
Well, this is the longest drive Butler's had, too, so we've got to watch PRP defense, see if they start to get a little tired or undisciplined. Or
right.
They've been off the field quick about every drive, really.
Down to 2:40 to go in quarter number 3. Yeah, this is what the doctor ordered for Coach Reynolds and Butler. PRP got to be getting a little antsy. Cornish has got 2 receivers left and 1 right, and now whistle's blowing. I think we've got a timeout. We do. PRP takes one with 2:25 to go in the quarter. We'll take it as well. PRP and Butler here on Glycod.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tech 24, a commercial food service repair company. Find out how you can train for a rewarding career and earn top pay and benefits by visiting mytech24.com.
11-6, PRP with the lead, but Butler with the ball and just grinding out a drive. They've eaten up the vast majority of the third quarter.
Yeah, as you're Coach Reynolds, you're happy about this drive, but you've got to get points. You know, that's the thing. You've got to finish this drive.
2nd down and 3. Cornish has got a receiver each way. Now they're ready. Sends his fullback across formation to the left. They throw it left. It's caught, and this time covered well by PRP.
No gain.
Goes for no gain or maybe even a loss of a yard over there.
A little different look, same screenplay, but didn't have trips out there, so you don't get as many blockers.
Yep. Terry Hunter was the receiver, but couldn't get free. Rucker
Students
on the stop
if you are needing
for the
a
Panthers.
ride, you should be making those calls to be picked up.
3rd down and about 4 here. Ball's at the 36, inside the last 2 minutes of quarter number 3. Everybody is bunched in tight.
This is where we got the crossing routes earlier, so the mesh play.
See what they go with here.
Mesh again.
Cornish to throw. Cornish has got time. Now he pulls it down. He's going to run. Does he get there? Yes, he does. 1st down. Makes it about the 30-yard line.
Cornish on the keeper.
So we're seeing the running ability that Drake talked about, yesterday. And nice play by the quarterback, recognizing the pocket broke down, finding a hole in the protection, and made a 1st down of it.
Roth on the tackle, but a 1st down for the Bears at the 30. That clock ticks away. 1:30 to go now in quarter number 3. They may hold the ball for half of the 4th quarter as well on this drive.
And if I think you score here, you definitely go for 2 because 1 point doesn't matter there.
Nope. Trips to the right now. It's the strong side. Throws back to the left. It's caught. He's got something there. 30. The 26, I guess the 25 is about as far as it's going to go. But still, that's a pickup of 5 or so.
Nice play by PRP defense, collapsing that and running to it. Because when it developed, it looked like they had a lot of yardage coming. But PRP did a nice job of running the ball.
He did. Jaden James, the receiver, who picked up 5. Spotted at the 25 or thereabouts. I'll call it the 26, 2nd and 6.
4 brings up 2nd down and 6.
35 seconds, quarter number 3 running out.
Now the rule is you're down here, you want to get this play off. So
makes sense to me. 2 receivers each way.
Would not run this out and get this play off.
Still got 16 seconds. Cornish now makes it strong to the left. He's looking left. Now he looks to run. Now he throws. Incomplete, went right through his receiver's hands at about the 20-yard line.
Incomplete.
And now you get another play at the third quarter. So the motion man ran what we call a real route and stopped. He was on the sidelines. No one ever picked him up. So you may see him come back to that and let him sit on the sidelines and just throw it to him, or actually try the deep route off of it. But good job here by get the extra play before the quarter ends. So
Wilson was the target. Hammond on the coverage. 3rd and 6, 5 seconds still after the incompletion in quarter number 3. It's 11-6. PRP with the lead, but Butler with the ball, and they've eaten up the vast majority of the third quarter. Trips left, one receiver right.
I don't think I've ever seen as much trips into the boundary.
Whistles blow, and we've got a timeout for Butler. 5 seconds left in quarter 3, but we'll take a break first here on Glycod.
Not just flies. Lines direct, not just flies.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
$11-6 PRP. Butler has had a lengthy drive. It's now at the 26-yard line. 5 seconds left in the quarter. This has definitely kind of sucked the air out of the place. You know, it's we've had students up here saying, "Play some music." You know,
kind of just ground it to a halt.
I mean, I would have offered to sing, but I don't think that would have helped anybody with anything, Coach. Maybe if we need to clear it out after this game.
Same here. Mr. Hans Opus comes to mind. You now have the unfortunate, unfortunate event to hear me sing. So, yeah, we don't want that. Me included.
3rd and 6 at the 26. Cornish quick hitter left. It's dropped.
I mean, me singing included. So. Well, that's the 5th time on that play, and he drops it again. So.
And we still didn't get out of the quarter. 0.9 seconds still in quarter number 3.
So now you've gotten 2 extra plays, but you're at 4th down.
Yeah.
So, but
obviously a go-for-it spot here. I mean.
But that's what you want. You've kept it in the 3rd quarter, and you're the team behind. So.
Yeah. See what comes of it.
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
20-yard line is the yardage to gain. Ball's at the 26. 2 receivers each way.
We get the 2-by-2 bunch. We'll probably get some type of mesh route here. Watch the back running out to the flat, to the wide side of the field off that.
Right.
Let's see if they do that.
Cornish looks to throw. Back stays in for protection. He's still looking to throw. How's he going to run? He's got to decide. He throws late. He's got a man. It's incomplete right down at the goal line. Not a bad idea, just a little bit tall. It's incomplete, and that'll end quarter number 3. PRP will take the football to start the 4th. 11-6 Panthers here on Glycod.
Buying or selling a new home, and you want to do it with few hassles? Count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
So quarter number 4 is going to open with the PRP Panthers back with the ball. It was a long drive for Butler, moved it all the way down the field, but 4th and 6 at the 26, throw incomplete down near the goal line. And for PRP, they get the ball, and but this is kind of a catch-22 for them. They're not really a slow-down, grind-it-out type team, but they might want to be here.
Well, they've been successful in the I formation, but they're starting this in 3-by-1, and doesn't mean they can't run it, but obviously they're thinking if we can score here, we're going to win this game because Butler can't score twice. That's what they're thinking.
3 receivers left, 1 right. Heineman's got all kinds of time. Throws late, and it's caught up at the 37-yard line. That'll be a first down. Nice throw.
Complete.
Stood in there and
Nice
threw a dart to
play,
Yarborough.
staying in the pocket and then floating to find the throwing lane and making the throw. Nice job by the Q.
First down.
Alexander Lauderdale on the tackle, but gain of 11, and we've got an injured player for Butler, and we'll step aside. 11:48 to play here on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
$11:48 to go, 11-6. PRP lead in the ball, but we've got a Butler player down. Hopefully just a leg cramp.
Looks like a cramp.
Yeah.
So PRP, obviously, you're thinking about possess the ball but score.
Yep.
You know, a touchdown, probably you're going to win the game. Butler's had trouble scoring. Not going to score twice in 7-8 minutes, but
yeah, field goal wouldn't put it away because it's still an 8-point game there. Touchdown and a 2.
But a touchdown, you're feeling really good about getting your first win. And then key drive, we said, Butler's last drive, you got to get points. When you possess the ball that long and you hold it that long, you've got to get points.
Yeah. Wasn't a bad concept there on 4th down, just he was kind of in no man's land. He had to decide to run or throw, and he threw late. And just
he made a really nice play and almost completed it there.
Jackson.
So the Butler player.
That's how I walk when I wake up in the mornings right there.
Yeah, no kidding. I think we might need to sign him up for a broadcast team here. Jaquel Jackson. Still trying to work his way over there. Man, he's not winning any speed records here. Bless him. He does make his way to the sideline.
From their own.
Kind of crab walking, I guess you would say.
37-yard line.
Walking on ice.
Yeah.
Wide base.
That's it.
Yep, I formation. Here we go.
1st and 10, 37 for Heineman. We got to flinch up front and get the flag.
I think they're going to call it on Butler. I think Butler's defensive tackle move.
I see the indication, 5 yards against the Bears. So 5
ball,
free ones for PRP.
The Bears. Replay, first down. 1st and 5 for the Panthers.
Now our cramp guy's flat on his stomach on the side. I don't think I've ever seen that. He's flat on his stomach. It's flatter out. Sorry, just a little.
Yeah.
Don't think I've ever seen that one before.
Again, he may be a soul brother of mine. I don't know. 1st and 5 here, 42. Play fake, Heineman to throw. He's getting pressured. He throws up for grabs and incomplete. Almost caught by Yarborough.
Broke it up.
Boy, that could have been disaster or it could have been success, and instead it just flutters to the ground.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened down here. Somebody ended up on the ground, but I think the official didn't see it. I'm not sure I would have called that play and stopped the clock. I think I would have.
Again, they're passive. That's what I was trying to get at here. They're not really a team that thinks about eating up clock, and this is not a great situation, really.
I don't mind the boot off play action, but you've been running the ball
and having a lot of success with it.
Yeah, it was 1st and 5, but
that's
still,
true.
Man, that clock stops.
11:23 on it. 11-6. PRP
so
lead.
You're thinking you get a first down, 2nd and 5, 3rd and 1, but still, man, that's 40 seconds with a clock.
They hand it off. Nice run through the middle. A first down right there. Pick up of about 6 for Calvon Mitchell.
Mitchell on the carry.
So if we come down to 35, 40
the
seconds
at
the end of the game play, that's what you got to think about. But
first down.
Makes it out to the 48. It'll be a first down there. Elijah Smith on the tackle for Butler.
Of course, if you completed it and been a big play, it's a genius. So.
What's the great line from the former UK offensive coordinator Shannon Dawson? If it would have worked, it would have been great. You would have loved it, something like that. In any case, yeah, we've all had that thought.
I forgot about him.
Oh, no. 1st and 10. They run it inside. And that was just a little quick hitter for Mitchell, and he picks his way across midfield. Gain of 3 down to the 49.
Yeah, maybe the 5th or 6th little fullback dive play.
Yeah.
Brings up
it has been successful tonight.
7 for the Panthers on the Bears.
Second down and 7 now. Just across midfield. Torian Chin on the tackle for Butler. We tick down to 10:30 to play. 11-6. No points since the block punt late in the second quarter. They look to run it off the right side, and Butler's got this one covered pretty well. And they do. They string it out for a loss. Back across midfield.
Had some counter action, but somebody came free right away. And when that happens on counter, you're going to lose yards.
Number 17 for PRP. Don't have a name to go with the number, but Alexander and Lauderdale on the stop.
Well, I just saw something else I've never seen. A kid's entire chin strap came off.
Wow.
It was laying on the ground. I've never seen the whole chin strap come off.
No. That would be hard to do on purpose. 3rd and 9.
One of those nights, Joe.
Always something new. 3rd and 9, their own 49. 9:35 to go. PRP. A throw. It's caught. First down. Oates drags the ball down to the 36-yard line.
Really nice play there by Dean. We had pressure coming off the top.
For another rich first.
Just looked very smooth.
Yeah,
very
we had pressure coming off to his left. He knew he had one-on-one down on his right with the bell and corner like we've talked about, and he had to get rid of the ball, so he took the matchup and got rid of it. A really nice play by that young man there. There was what we call 4 to a side coming off to his left. You can't block that 4th guy, so you got to get rid of the ball.
15-yard pickup.
Nice play by him.
Alexander and Drake on the tackle, but first down PRP at the 36. They're up 5, looking for the kill shot. Hand it off, fullback inside across the 30, down to about the 28. Nice yardage with that.
It's been a successful play for him. Kind of good to see in a way.
Yeah.
Little fullback dive.
And they've been using it with Mitchell. So
for your rides home.
There, Lauderdale, Cameron Mitchell on the tackle.
Please make your phone
2nd and 2,
calls.
balls at the 28, 8:37, and the clock rolls. Touchdown with all but seal it. Heineman hands it off. Mitchell. Butler closed in on him. Made about the 26. Might be a first down. He might be a little bit short.
On the carry.
Depends on where they put it.
Yeah, I'm trying to see the mark.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit shy. 3rd down and 1. Bryant, Lauderdale, Smith
3rd down
on the tackle. Yep, 3rd and a yard.
Short 1.
Inside 8 minutes now. Heineman up under center. That's an advantage here. He hands it off. And first down to the 24-yard line or so.
On the carry.
Mitchell just surges ahead.
He'll find the yards, that's for sure.
Which is good for another rich first
Pick
down.
up of 3, moves the sticks, and keeps the clock moving.
1st and 10, Panthers from the Bears.
And Butler's defense looks a little bit tired.
24-yard line.
A little bit tired. Guys bending over, some cramps. I expect maybe we see some more blitzes here trying to make a play.
Keanu Kalani James on the tackle on that last one. 1st and 10 at the 24 for the Panthers. 2 receivers right, 1 left. They run it right. And the back tries to shake free, makes his way down to the 21, maybe the 20.
Yeah, I think PRP is kind of recognizing Butler's defense is a little bit worn out, and they're just going to run in here.
Yeah.
Eat this clock up and try to score.
Whiteside on the run, Elijah Smith on the tackle. And they spotted at the 20, so gain of 4. Inside 7 minutes.
Even the body language of the Butler players. Hands on their hips.
Yeah, guys squat down. Yeah.
They're a little bit tired right now.
Might use a timeout here.
Well, you got all 3, but you may have to.
Yeah.
You know, just to try to, hey, we got to make a play here.
Right. Receivers each way and a back each way for Heineman. He's got it. He gives it off. 17 out there on the edge. Flag comes in.
We hadn't had one
He's
for a while.
down inside the 5. He's down to the end zone, but it's not going to matter, I don't think.
We were due for one. We hadn't had one, Joe.
I don't know. The PRP players. Yeah, the quarterback came over to say, what's the next play? So that's the giveaway. Some of the PRP players seem to think this was going to stand, but I don't get that vibe.
Again, you look at Butler's defense there.
It's a hold. That one comes back. That was a touchdown, but wipe it off the board.
It was a very good play call. They ran that.
Yeah.
They ran that little what's called swipe inside zone out of split backs. He took it that time, and then it was a counter back, and there was nobody back there. You're trying to make a play on defense. You're running the ball, and then counter gets you.
Yeah, just cut outside. It was all him.
So this is big here because now you got a chance to stop them.
Yeah. Back to the 30 now.
10 yards from the spot.
I just don't like Butler's defensive body language, and they're beat right now physically. So they just need to make a play.
6:26 to go, 2nd and 16.
Dig in and make a play.
Well, PRP looked like they had just made the play, but got to make it again. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Heineman rolls right. Pressure from the back. He never saw it. He throws low and incomplete. Nearly picked off. Alexander lurking in the vicinity of that one. And it stops the clock.
Yes, it does.
Tried to sneak that one in to Keandre Whiteside, but Alexander, who's had a fine game.
I just think the way you've played defense and run the ball, get the clock moving. I know Butler has all 3 timeouts, but you've played defense very well.
Sure. The 6 points are on a 95-yard fumble return.
Yeah, make Butler beat you on offense. So this is
3rd and 16 at the 30 now. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Back either way in the shotgun with Dean Heineman. Senior quarterback. Drops to throw. Big heat coming. Gets it out on a screen. Can Mitchell break free? He cannot. Bottled up and down at about the 31. Loss of a yard, if anything.
Well, and you don't mind that one. It's a safe pass. You're putting it in the hands of a playmaker. Tell him stay in bounds.
All of which happens, yeah. Bryant and Lauderdale on the tackles. 4th and 16, you would certainly assume. Now the only thing is you might take the 5 yards just to make the punt better because you're on the 31. It's hard to loop one down there without just kicking it into the end zone.
Back to punt, number 7.
Well, and given Butler's punting game fiascos, both returning and punting.
Yeah, that's true. Whistles. And we've got a timeout, PRP. They're going to stop and think about it. We'll let them do it. 5:30 to play. Panthers up 11-6. Trying to hang on against Butler here on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
4th and 16 upcoming. Surely they're not going to go. I mean, again, to me, the only thing is do you want to take the 5-yard penalty? And I probably would just to back up Heineman 5 yards and give him a little bit more room to try to kill a punt. And as you know, they've had trouble with it, too. If you punt one down there inside the 10, who knows what happens. So,
with the punting game the way it's been for Butler, no doubt.
Yeah. Take a shot at it. They could be thinking, go for it. I think a 47-yard field goal is probably not in the cards.
No, given the last result, I think I punt the ball. Given they're going to go for it now.
They're looking like they're going for it. You could quick kick too.
But
line up and quick kick if you want. Sneak a man on late, but no, I think they're going. He may drops, sets. No, he's going to throw it. Heineman throws it. He's got a man out there. He's got a touchdown. He got behind everybody, and Chris Yarborough caught a touchdown.
Yeah, Elijah Carter fell down. He's running with the post. And that's been open twice tonight. He's missed it. He didn't miss it that time. So, gutsy call by PRP, and it paid off.
They went for the kill shot, and they hit it. Heineman's second touchdown, both to Yarborough. And the first points since 3:10 to go in the second quarter. The lead is 11. They're still going to kick the point. Riello.
47 on for the extra point.
Riello awaits. There it is. He kicks it. It's low, but it's high enough, and it's good. 18-6. Panthers probably pulled away. 5:21 to go. Stay with us here on Glyco.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
No PRP. Apparently pulling away. We've seen everything tonight, so I'm certainly not calling anything finished, but feeling a lot better about life. Up 12, 18-6, 5:21 to play. As Butler now is in a position they don't like to be in. They've got to hurry. They've got to try to hit big plays, and it's really just not who they are offensively.
Not built for that, but, you know, the quarterback's got some good legs, and he can make throws. You never know what can happen.
See what happens. Riello is preparing to kick it off. Riello advances on it and kicks a high short kickoff to the right, about to the 17. Return man's up to the 25, up to the 30, and boy, he got popped. James was the return man, and the boom was lowered by Chris Finch. Or, I'm sorry, it was Caden Bruce, I guess.
Yeah, that was definitely a hit. Yeah, if you're Butler, you got to do something quick. And we know they can onside it. They've already done it 3 times, so you got to do something quick, try to get the ball back.
First and 10 at the 29.
29-yard line.
5:15. Don't have to panic, but
no, you don't.
Got to pick it up.
Do what you do and try to score with a couple minutes left. You've got 3 timeouts.
Been some interesting onside kicks.
Yeah, and then you've already onside it 3 times, so
should be sharp on that. Cornish has got the snap. He sets to throw. He circles it out to James, up to the 34, maybe 35-yard line before he's hit and driven back.
Okay, 8 is not Caden Bruce. Who's 8? What's 8 is Dante's. 8 is Dante's.
A second down at about 4.
if you're PRP's coaches, you got to calm your kids down a little bit. They sense a win. They're feeling it. Just getting a little excited. You don't want any stupid penalties at this point for sure. And nobody ejected where they're out to 2 games. So.
Own 28-yard line.
And if I'm Jake, they're taking forever to set the ball here. You're on them. Get the ball going. Let's go. The clock's running.
Actually put it back at the 33. So second down and 6 from there. Cornish, quick throw, caught. Can he get outside? He cannot. He's slung down. PRP covered it well. And Elijah Carter just couldn't get away.
Come on, get up. If you're Butler, you got to get up, get back on the ball. You're walking around. You're not moving with any urgency here.
Ursery on the tackle there for PRP.
And I don't know why you're huddling up.
No, we're inside 4 minutes to play. It's just.
Oh, there's my ball.
Clock still rolling. Just no sense of urgency.
No urgency.
Time-wise.
Nobody running back to the huddle. If you're going to huddle, it's going to be a quick one around the ball, and you go.
Yeah. I mean, this is taking half a minute.
Yeah. So
3rd and 9 on their own 30. Cornish. He pulls it down. Looks to run. Doesn't get far. Gained about 2 or 3, and it'll be 4th down. 3:20 in the clock.
Man, Mr. Roth. Nice play by Mr. Roth there.
Just a good disciplined football player. He'll stick around, make sure the quarterback doesn't pull it down, and will run all day.
3 on the pickup. Brings up 4th.
So 4th down now from the 20 or the 33-yard line.
Keep everything in front of you, and don't let them score. If you give up a 1st down, great, but keep them in front of you.
2:50 and the clock runs. 1st down sticks at the 39 for the Bears. Cornish. Looks like he's changing his play. He might have gotten a flinch there, but don't have any flags, so.
Nobody threw a flag.
Play on.
All the flags we've had, they don't throw that one.
Cornish looks to throw, looks to run. Now he's going to be sacked. Taken down the 31-yard line, and that it makes it all over but shouting, I believe. Tucker Roth, there he was.
Well, he's certainly shown up here in the second half when they needed him, but if you don't throw that flag, I don't understand a lot of other flags you threw. But
there are a lot that have been a little on the shaky end tonight. But it's early in the season for them, too.
True, very true.
PRP now with the ball in the 18-6 lead, 2:25 to go.
From the Bear 32-yard line.
I would say looking for the first win of Brandon Dunn's career here, but of course he's suspended tonight, so I don't know who the assistants are who have masterminded this one. They'll probably never get the W beside their names, but they've done a good job tonight.
They have, and particularly, I mean, both sides of the ball, their defensive, but I think particularly their offensive game plan, the way they've called, the way they've adjusted. I'm very impressed with whoever the offensive coordinator is. They've done a great job.
Heineman from the 32. He looks to throw.
I'm not sure about this one.
Pressure
as
comes.
I say that, but
throws it up late. Boy, yeah, that is dangerous. It's caught, and the receiver takes it down to the 25 and maybe even the 24. Nice play.
Well, a couple of thoughts. A, you could risk a turnover. B, you're passing with your quarterback if he gets injured. All that.
Yeah.
But it is PRP Butler. It's PRP Butler.
And there comes a flag.
Yeah, so number 2's mouthed them. But unfortunately, this happens in this rivalry. When I was a part of it, I saw it, and it's both ways. You have to really be on your kids and be disciplined about it and not let things like that happen. So, and we just got another one for something. I'm not sure. Number 55 just got something.
Mm-hmm. Sports flag gets the Bears. Dead ball. Sports flag gets Bears.
An ejection. I saw the
player is ejected from the game.
Yeah.
Holy moly! See, that's what you don't want because now you miss 2 games. And what he even did, I don't know. It didn't look like there was any punches or anything.
Your parents should be here.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, still trying to sort it out. But
So
I guess 2 personal.
It looked like to me there was 2 unsportsmanlike conducts, and then someone was ejected. It looked like 55 because he went off the field. The first one I think was on number 8 down here.
Now the ball's on the 6 now, so.
So you've lost a good player, number 55, who's had a great night, Jocko Jackson, senior. You're a senior. You don't need that. So.
We'll stay here. There's a timeout as well. I think they're probably just trying to figure out what's going on. I know I am, but yeah. That's a lot of questions here.
Yeah, I mean, you really want to find out here why'd you throw him out? There's 2 minutes left. Did he punch somebody? Did he say something about your wife? Whatever. To throw something out with 2 minutes left, and that's going to cost him 2 games. I think it's 2 games for a player. You're a coach, you want to know. And But it's unfortunate because it's been a good game. Both teams have played hard.
Sure.
It's the rivalry. I understand Butler PRP. It's as rivalry as there is, but you've got to keep your composure.
Yeah. I mean, getting ejected, if it's indeed saying something with 2 minutes to go, you're going to miss another game at the end of the game.
And I think it's 2 now. I don't know, to be honest with you.
Right.
But regardless, you're going to miss one for sure. And you've played a pretty good game. You had a chance to win it. Don't blow everything down.
Yeah. In any case, first and goal, 6-yard line, 2:15 on the clock.
First and goal, Panthers from the Bears, 6-yard line.
Heineman settles in under center. Takes a snap, they turn around and hand it off, and the back goes in. That's DJ Guy on the carry. He runs straight up the middle for a touchdown.
We have a flag.
How does he then? Yes.
Shocking, we have a flag. I'm not sure what he called. There was a Butler player laying there, but
the flag's down at about the 4-yard line. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Against the Panthers, the touchdown is good.
Okay, so the touchdown does count.
So there's a Butler player laying on the ground. I'm wondering if a PRP player stepped on him, something of that nature. It had to be something that was pretty emphatic because it got the flag quickly. And again, you don't want any of that here. You want you finish the game.
I mean, the net result of all this is you're going to have a game that's going to look like it was one-sided when it really wasn't.
Right. And you hopefully
6 minutes to go in the game. It was a one-score game, but it's
you're gonna have kids ejected and penalties. It's been too good of a game.
It really has. It's a good point.
Yeah, sloppy, but a good game in terms of competition.
Yeah, competitive certainly.
Yeah.
At quarterback, the Panthers, number 7.
So they're going to go for 2. Heineman looks it over. Got 2 receivers each way now. Drops to throw. Sets. Fires. Incomplete.
The conversion is...
And it'll stay 24-6. We'll take a break. 2:09 to play here on Glycod.
24.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
PRP able to take advantage of a multitude of flags, put it in the end zone. DJ Guy, the 6-yard run. 2-point conversion, no good. 24-6, 2:09 to play. DJ Riello gets ready to kick it off. Like the nice X for the kicking tee right at the 40-yard line.
X marks the spot.
It does, in this case.
Number 47.
So Riello to kick it.
And one thing about a turf field as a coach is you don't have to paint it.
That's true.
Many hours painting fields.
Oh, yeah. Riello squibs it, and it rolls down to about the 37-yard line. It looks like Butler covered it up there. It could have been an onside kick, but I don't think so. I think it was just a mishit kick.
Yeah, I think probably just trying to squib it where you don't get a crazy return, give them a chance to do a reverse or throw a back pass or something, Again, let's have a clean end.
Sure.
Everybody do it the right way. And
36-yard line. These PRP defenders, some of them second-team guys, they're looking pretty happy right now.
Well, when you're 0-3, you're going to be happy if you win. And, unfortunately, Butler's going to go drop to 0-4, but they just got to keep trying to get better.
Whistles blow, and I think we've got a timeout. We do.
Panthers.
So
we'll take it as well. 24-6, 2:05 to play here on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
And we're back. I think PRP just having trouble figuring out the right personnel to get in the game right there.
So what you're hoping of your Butler is get a good drive here. Make something happen.
Yeah,
get better for the future. You got your quarterback in there. Make some plays.
No reason not to. First and 10 to 36. Cornish pulls it down, gets across the 40, looking for the sideline, and he gets there up at about the 44.
Get out of bounds, stop the clock. There you go.
Cornish on the carry.
I believe that was design run also, the way he pulled it down.
Yeah, he's some of these times he pulls that ball real quick, and that looks called. Woods on the tackle for PRP.
Brings up second down and two.
Then PRP guys, you got your young guys in. You're looking for somebody. Hey, this guy might be a player.
Mm-hmm. Depth is certainly a good thing.
The only thing that bothers me about Butler is these last couple of series are just no sense of urgency. You're down. Get out of the huddle. Get moving.
Yeah.
Even if you're in a huddle, get moving. Get the play called. Get moving.
Trips right. Cornish looks. Throws right. Caught by James. He's got a first down across the 50, 45, the 40. He makes it down to about the 39, maybe 38.
Cornish pass.
Kind of a little Houdiniac there. Just flipped it out there. Made something out of nothing. Patterson on the tackle.
First down Bears on the Panther.
To your point, yeah, just a little more of that. A little more. Let's take a shot or two. Let's try some things.
The clock's not running. You should already have the call. Huddle in. You should be on the ball.
Instead, they're standing in the backfield.
Again, you're not going to win this game, but you're learning habits to be successful down the road.
You'll need to play fast at some point again.
To Jake's point, little things. Learning from this.
Yep. First down, 38-yard line, minute 25. They're down 24-6 are the Bears of Butler. Trips right. Cornish looks right. Roth comes late. Cornish runs off left. He's going to keep it. 35, 30. Puts his head down, makes it down to about the 28.
Brought down by the Panthers, number 29.
They're saying first down.
So. Darius Avery.
He's definitely a competitor. He's gonna be a good player by the time he gets out of Butler.
From the Panther.
Avery on the tackle for PRP. 28-yard line, first down. And again, tick, tick, tick. 1 minute now.
Definitely got a bright future for him.
Cornish jogs in from the far side. Down to 50 seconds now.
And if you have your 2-minute offense, you should be running it so you're getting better at it.
Down to 40 seconds now. It's literally taking them half a minute to get set for this snap. The clock ran the whole time. 30 seconds. Cornish hands it off inside, short yardage. That might be the final play.
Yeah, I think I'd let that one go, and that's what Jake's going to do. So
Bryant took it down to about the 26. Pickup of about 2. And, yeah, the Butler coaches are trying to marshal everybody toward midfield. Shake hands. PRP gets on the board with a win tonight. The Panthers 24, the Bears of Butler 6. And PRP gets the W. We'll be back to recap it, look at other games, and tell you tonight's most outstanding players here on Glycod.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives.
And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by the Army National Guard. Protect what matters most to you. Visit your nearest National Guard recruiter or nationalguard.com.
PRP a 24-6 winner tonight. Scoreboard's already wiped clean. Usually at home you'd leave that up a little bit, enjoy it a little bit.
Especially a rivalry game, brag a little bit, right?
Yeah, being pros here. So 24-6 final. You know, really, I think this game came down to that long drive that Butler had that spanned most of the third quarter and finally stalled out about the 26-yard line. That was really, they had to get something out of that, and they couldn't.
Yeah, we said during that drive, the important thing about now when you do that is you have to score, and then they didn't, and then their defense was worn out after that. Just mentally, it was such a break. Early in the game, the return, you wonder if that counts, what's different. But you always go back in every game and find plays both ways for people.
Sure.
I think the biggest key was PRP's ability to run the football. We talked about in the beginning that Butler wanted to run it. Well, PRP ran it.
Yep.
And then the passing game, the adjustments, the corners off, hitting the slant, and then the whip route for a touchdown. And, again, back to PRP's offense, I really liked the plan and how they implemented it. But the big difference was the ability to run the football. PRP ran the ball, Butler didn't.
Yeah.
And we got the result we got.
Absolutely. Calvin Mitchell, very big.
And the kicking game, obviously. The kicking game is always huge. But the running the ball is the big difference.
Yeah.
So
that was pretty massive. So, in any case, we are going to step aside for another word from our sponsors. We'll be back with tonight's final scoring recap and tonight's most outstanding players. PRP a 24-6 win gets them in the W column tonight over Butler. You're on Glycod.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
UA Local 502 is offering great career opportunities for plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians. They're seeking highly skilled and trained workers with or without experience. Incentives include debt-free education, employer-funded benefits, apprenticeship that comes with employment, and high starting wages. If you're ready to accelerate your career or just want a fresh start, UA Local 502 could be for you. Contact them at 502-361-8492. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. Blunt Dental Group is a high-quality, family-owned dental practice. We are committed to educating our patients, as well as investing in the latest technology to provide more efficient dental care. Our team of licensed dentists and hygienists includes 2010 Male High graduate Tyler Blunt, located in the heart of Linden at 8013 New LaGrange Road, Suite 6. For an appointment, call 502-425-7068 or go online at bluntdentalgroup.com. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
We're back, 24-6, the final margin, and here is how it happened for a look at tonight's final numbers from German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. The 11-6 at intermission. For a long time, it looked like 11-6 might be the final. It
sure did look that way.
It stayed that way a long time with 5:21 to play. Chris Yarbrough caught a 30-yard pass on 4th and long from Dean Heineman. That touchdown and the ensuing extra point by DJ Rayello made it 18-6. And then with 2:09 to play, PRP took over with a fairly short field, a couple of unsportsmanlike penalties. Somebody got ejected, and DJ Guy cracked the scoring column from 6 yards out. The Panthers went for 2, no good. 24-6 was the final. And that's how it all went down. It hung around 11-6 for almost 2 full quarters, and that really probably, I think, more exemplifies where this game was than the final score.
No doubt. Yeah, it was a very good game until the end, but a couple unfortunate things. Yep.
Yep. Well, a lot to work on, a lot to tune up, but when is that not so? We'll take one more break, and we will be back to tell you tonight's most outstanding players. PRP a 24-6 winner over Butler here on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344. And check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational, solid career path.
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You cannot depend on Carl to make peace with his seatbelt, but you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Welcome back. PRP, a 24-6 win over Butler, and time for tonight's most outstanding players. And those MOPs are brought to you by State Farm insurance agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. For the Panthers, big game for Dean Heineman. Big game for Kelvon Mitchell. He did a lot of good things. Didn't crack the end zone, was about the only thing to hold against him. Tucker Roth was all over the place. He probably had nearing on 10 tackles.
Yeah, especially end of the game. He made some really nice plays towards the end of the game that were really big plays.
But at the end of it, we went a different direction. Young man who caught 2 touchdowns tonight, 21-yarder and a 30-yarder. So big game for Chris Yarbrough for the Panthers.
They were at key points when they really needed something. So yeah.
Yeah, he definitely delivered in the moments of greatest need. So something to be said for that. Chris Yarbrough gets the nod. For Butler, a little bit more complicated. Cornish really played a pretty credible game, ran the ball pretty well, did some good things in the passing game.
Really grew up in the second half, and you're seeing what Coach Reynolds thinks about him and why he could be good.
But the guy we went with, Rayshawn Alexander, he had the only Butler points. He picked up a fumble, took it back 95 yards for a touchdown. He had a 79-yard touchdown catch that was wiped out by a fairly shaky penalty downfield. He still turned it for about a 30-yarder. He had an interception that had about a 30 or 40-yard return, most of which was similarly negated. But still, he was everywhere making a lot of plays, Rayshawn Alexander.
No doubt. That 2 nice plays that got nullified, unfortunately. So.
Yeah, that unfortunately was a big part of it, because for a Butler team that struggled to create explosives, he was really the one explosive component. But, again, named 3 big plays he was on, and 2 of them had a big chunk of yardage wiped out by flags. But you could say that of a lot tonight. Boy, these officials might collect some overtime pay this evening.
I think they thought they were getting paid by the flag, unfortunately, at times. But in the end, it was 2 teams that were 0-3 trying to find a win. And, again, I think Butler PRP's run game was the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I want to tell you about upcoming programming, he said, on Glycod. I encourage you to check us out, glycod.com, or on Twitter/X, whatever you call it, at GLICOD. Next week, Takes Creek and Bryan Station, a big Lexington battle. Charlestown and Providence, the Indiana matchup. Corbin and Frederick Douglass, that's an interesting one. An Eastern Kentucky Power and a Central Kentucky Power. Male and Trinity, I'll be there for that one. And South Oldham and Oldham County. So
I'll actually be at that one as an administrator.
There you go.
It'll be fun.
We'll have you covered. Encourage you, again, to keep up with all of those on the website or on Twitter/X. Thanks to the teams tonight who gave us a great effort, and thanks to my team. I'm Joe Cox, my producer Jeff Cooper. My production assistants is Steve Bird, Jamie Brown, my analyst, Ryan Cox, my spotter. So, from Pleasure Ridge Park High School, the Panthers get a W, 24-6 over Butler. From all of us at Glycod, good night.
From Glycod, this has been UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday. UA Local 502, they do it right the first time. Tonight's game was brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. The Army National Guard, where the next greatest generation is now. German American Bank, building our community together. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Blunt Dental Group, straightforward smiles. State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And Holy Smokes Barbecue.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.